remember burning skeletons and that. That's it.
I promised something up.
It was toasty.
So, welcome to Warehouse 49, the adventure where you get to explore, well, whatever your character wants to be, but usually the nefarious side of the D&D world.
Morally grey.
Yeah.
Not nefarious, morally grey.
Yeah, we're better than some of the people on the
Well, I'm not
on the
causing the
booth table.
apocalypse, you know.
Nefarious suggests we're famous, so I wouldn't put it. I kind of like it.
Last time you were offered a few choices as to what to do. Well, that was a couple of sessions ago. You made your way to the ancient ruins. Last session you got to the ancient ruins, you made your way through following a large giant skeleton.
Very scary.
Who led you to a small building which had a portal inside. You stepped through the portal and you appeared in the catacombs. You followed some very long corridors, encountered a few ghosts, had a look in a few sarcophagi, maybe stepped on a few slabs which did things.
Only a few minds.
Fought a few skeletons and fought a banshee.
Yeah.
All in the hunt for a magical horn.
Yes.
Do.
Yes. That's what your current mission is.
So the horn is somewhere over there and we're all over here.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Okay, we're all
It's
fucked.
actually just around the horn.
Lazarus already has it. It's in his bucket.
I just don't want to tell you that.
5 minutes in and out. Job done.
I don't know about that, but I'm completely fucked. It turns out.
We're all completely fucked.
That banshee was bad.
Lazarus took a ring, which was tingly,
Ring,
from
ring.
one of the rooms. It was in a wooden coffin, the name was scratched off it. Brother Trusme had a visit to someone. And you made your way to an area which has got 2 doors either side. It's a small corridor where the voice which has been speaking to you said, "I will watch over you if you want to sleep." Essentially.
So did we get a long rest or were
You've been
we
offered.
a long rest?
A scary voice.
Because because we're underground, we can't tell. But as far as we can, we've been travelling for quite some time.
These corridors have been very long.
It would feel like we've been going at least like most of a day's worth of travel.
Yeah.
Well, we followed that Lady Terene woman for like over 3 hours.
Yeah. And the voice that we're hearing, it's the same one that was like, basically, come and see me, wasn't it?
The lich.
From what you can tell,
lich.
it's a whisper which is in your head, is what you're hearing.
But it's been the same voice each time.
Yeah.
Not all of us are hearing, is that right?
You all heard the offer for the long rest, but
Okay.
whether it's
Primarily I
spoken
spoke
to
to
you,
him.
yeah.
And now we're all hearing it.
So yeah, so you're in the smallest corridor that you've seen so far. Door one end, door the other end. Just as a reminder, because the person that was drawing the map isn't here. The room before this is the one which splits off to the right, and was quite a steep incline to get to this area.
We went up, we spotted her, didn't we? And thought, oh, that
The
sounds
room,
like a
yeah,
bad time,
that-
let's go away. And she followed us down.
Yeah, so that was in the rooms which were on the other side of this little area that you're in. There were 2 doors, one on the left, one on the right. I think you opened the one on the right, which is where the banshee was.
And a different one was full of goblins or something.
Skeletons.
Skeletons, sorry, yeah. We closed the door and didn't go
Yeah.
down that way. Well, the bit with the banshee's clear now, guys. We totally fucked up, innit? Like, there's no one else there now. Should we go that way?
Do you think that's the right way to go?
I've got like no idea in it. Like we know there's that bit that we've marked back to as what has got the breeze in it. So like that could be a way out, but like we need that horn in it.
We do.
We need to sleep, is what we need.
I'm with that idea.
Well, like, is anywhere down this place safer though?
This corridor that we're in, the doors, they open. I presume, and we've only opened one of them so far, because the one we've come through. That one, did it open in or out?
Open inwards.
So towards us
Yes.
now. Actually, okay, we could probably.
To wedge it.
Well, the other one probably opens the same direction, so that would be harder.
We'd have to take watches. We could sleep here. I'm not keen on the idea, but
I do not like the idea of relying on some voice in our heads. Maybe we should ask it what it means when it says it can help us rest.
Maybe like an eternal rest in it. Like that's what this place is about.
Yes, I don't want that.
I would imagine if the being is intelligent, I think you'll probably hear everything you're saying right now anyway.
You're an elf, right? I can't
No,
remember.
I'm a human.
You're a human.
I'm a half elf.
You're a half elf.
Human.
And you're a human.
Human.
I was thinking, oh, sweet elves only have to sleep for 4 hours. None of us are elves. Great.
So half elves get
no.
short rest, meditation rest.
There's the one thing I do remember, even though you have reminded me in the past that
They
I
get
have
the
dark
they get the
vision.
dark vision, but they don't get the.
Yeah.
They got a lot of the other benefits, but they don't get that one.
Well, if we hesitate watches in it, like no different to normal.
True. True.
I was like well fucked up in it. Like, if we juiced, like, it was no good to man or beast without a rest in it.
You could do with the rest.
What if we like just had a little bit of a chill for a while, like maybe an hour, like gathered our strength, and then look down that place where the banshee came from in it for like something a little better than a corridor. I'm not saying we go far or nothing, but
No, I mean we can't press on for too much because we have been travelling for quite some time and we followed that lady for hours it felt like, so
I was just wary about stopping in a corridor where we know like there's a room full of skellies up there, innit?
I agree to your point, yes. Yeah.
Maybe we should talk to the voice. If it knows where we are and what we need, then
Well, he's clearly fucking with us, isn't he? Like he's like, oh, come down my magical hole, innit? And then like left us to our devices down in this shithole. He weren't even like, oh, come into my living room, innit? Like, and we'll have a chat. It was, nah, mate, you're fucking lost in this maze. He's like playing with us for his amusement, innit?
Let's hold here for a little while, gather our thoughts, have a little bit of a rest. Then we'll investigate where the banshee came from, and perhaps that room would be suitable to sleep in. If we can find an area that's small enough that's defensive. As you say, I don't want to spend the night in a corridor. I'd rather have more of a safer room.
Like, even the dead
Relatively
end's
speaking.
nice, isn't it? Like, only one way to watch.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. We need somewhere that's a bit better than just an open corridor.
I agree.
Short rest?
A short rest. Maybe have a short rest.
You can have a short rest if you wish.
Short rest. There we go. As how many hip dice do I have left? Not many. That's 8 d8s.
She's got 4 heals and a king of pantries.
Just thought, I've got something that helps in short rest. And I looked it up. And it was like, once per short rest, you can choose 4 creatures that listen to you perform while you're resting. I was like, yeah. And then they're going to make wisdom saving throws or be charmed by you. Right, oh no, that's not for your friend, but for someone else.
Sounds wonderful. You mean you don't want to charm your friends?
I think they know about it. They're angry.
I've used
Joys of
all
being a
my,
warlock. You get like all my shit back.
I've used all my hit dice now, so this is the last. Have you got any spell slots left?
1 spell slot, 2 inspiration, and virtually nothing else.
Does the short rest top up your key points?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So we've got a bit more
Oh,
juice then.
delightful. That's nice.
Doesn't a short rest give you private inspiration back?
No.
No. I've been doing that one.
I get
It's just the
literally
warlock's
everything
best
back.
friend.
I get literally everything back.
That's because you only have 2 spell slots.
Yeah, alright.
It's quite good for druids as well. Short rest, right?
Wild shape, you get
Get
your
wild
wild
shapes.
shapes back,
Yeah,
but it
and
depends.
you get your I get my spirit totem back. Oh yeah.
I suppose your spirit totem is the equivalent of. Well, I know you get wild shape too.
It's
but
because you have
you're
to
different-
use wild shape charges to use it, don't you?
No, it's separate. I can only do it once. So, but my
Oh,
wild
yes,
shapes
it's
are
ashes.
my wild
It's fuckery.
yeah. My wild shapes aren't as powerful.
I suppose that's the problem if you're not circle of the moon. Getting your wild shapes back is like, well, yeah, I should fucking hope so, because it's not that great.
I'm circle of the country bumpkin.
Toilet-based martial art.
You are.
So you take your rests, the bones lining the walls and the single skulls which are on the inside, just gazing out.
Let's proceed on to where we first encountered that banshee. See how this place progresses from there.
Yeah, it was up the bit to the right, wasn't it? From the bottom where the path split was up to the
So
right.
that's the way that you've come for this short rest, is you've come up the right hand route, and there's the bit which is just off to the left, and that's where you encounter the 2 doors side by side. Banshee was down the right hand one, skeleton
Left
on the
was
left.
skeleton, so if we go down that right door then.
Yeah. Okay, so you're coming back out the door that you've come through, and back to that door. Okay. You open the door, and come out.
10 skeletons are standing there politely waiting.
You can turn right and just go down a short bit here, which will lead you to the same area.
I'm not sorry, I'm lost. I thought you just said that we were at the bit where there's the door to the skeletons and the banshees.
Made a different bit. We went back.
The bottom.
Yeah, so where you came out from the corridors with the darts
Yeah.
that came out, then there was a corridor which came off to the right, which split into 2. One went left, one went right, and inclined steeply upwards. That's
Yeah,
where you
that's-
rested. Is up there, through that.
Oh, so it's
small
down
corridor.
and up the left
Yeah.
bit was where the. Okay.
Yeah, up the left bit is where the 2 doors were, but there's a small adjoining corridor which attaches this door up here to these two doors as well. So you can just go down there and straight to that.
Okay.
So if you just pass that pen, John, I can kind of draw it out a bit more easier for you.
So let's make it
So,
easier.
so if that's where you came out, doing
Right,
blue
it's up to
sorry,
them.
that's where you came out from the traps.
Mhm.
That corridor goes quite some distance that way, but you've gone up this way, and there's a bit which goes that way.
Mhm.
That's got the two corridors on, and this is the one where you stayed in. It's this one here, and then there's a small corridor which goes like that.
And there's a door at the end here that we haven't
There's a
been
door that's at the end of here. You're not sure what's through these two doors.
through. But we do know that was where the skeletons are, that's where
Yes.
the bench is, and we haven't looked through this door.
No.
Do we want to look through this door first while we're here then?
I think we should.
Which is this. That third one is where we've been staying, essentially.
This
Yeah.
is where you currently are, and you've just had your rest.
Okay. So, yeah, rather than like disappearing, might as well check. What could possibly go wrong? Let's check what's at the end of this corridor in the unknown direction. That's-
We'll check the door for traps.
Give me a investigation or perception check, whichever one you want to use.
It's investigation, isn't it? So 17, but I think I had my what you call it again?
Efficiency.
Yeah. I'm just gonna find the thing that says that before I do it.
I think that's for thieves' tools for doing lockpicking, not looking for traps.
Maybe.
Because it's proficiency with thieves' tools that you had to do proficiency again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it does it for trap finding. That's just
To disarm a trap or open a lock, yeah. So for the disarm, not for the finding. So just 17 then to detect traps.
You have a look. Quite certain there's no traps on there.
definitely not a trap.
Open it a heck to have a peep.
Open it up. Greeted by a cool breeze as you open the door, but a damp smell.
Any spooks?
Can't see anything.
What can we see into the room? Can we see anything in the room? Was it dark or was it?
You open the door, Freddie.
Turn on and give these guys the okay.
Open it up.
Quietly.
Open up. It's another short-ish corridor which starts curving over to the left from where you are. Looks very similar to the corridor you're in. Walls lined with bones, the odd skull here and there. Slabbed floors.
Where did they get all of these bones?
Like dead people in it.
We come to the nicest places.
Let's always go. It's a bit interesting.
Simply going to make a nice story later. I can imagine a chorus now. It just goes bones, bones, more bones.
I mean, I've heard worse.
Was it the banana?
No. Now that you mention it, yes it was.
We put that into an AI generator.
Oh lord.
Is it Stone Temple Pilots? All my friends are skeletons. They play the rhythm on their bones.
Oh my goodness! That sounds like what I need to have ready for our next fight.
Do. Spooky, scary.
Right.
So this one leads on curves to the left.
Round.
Yeah, add it onto the. Because we're going to get confused.
Yeah, roughly like that.
It's just so we've got a rough idea of like the turn and twist we're
slabs
taking.
on the floor. I wonder if they're traps again. They seem to be very keen on traps.
Well, like all the floors is like slabs. It just like some of those slabs like back here were like well bad.
And from what we can see as it curves around, where does it lead? Does it lead to a doorway? Does it lead to a room?
You have no idea. You can just see that it curves around and
Disappears off.
that's it.
We'll tentatively follow it down so that we can see what's at the end of the corridor.
Yeah. So start walking along the corridor. Gets a bit wider and then narrows back down, leading into a wide chamber with an alcove roof. There's a bit of light which is shining down through the centre.
So there happens to be a coffin with a big book on in the middle, does there?
Along the top of the alcoves, you can see that it's just a couple of rows of just pure skulls all looking inwards. And then around the centre height of the wall, again, it's just 2 rows of skulls just looking inwards into the centre of this area. It's vaguely circular. There is a ledge which is on your right as you come into the area, and the corridor continues near enough opposite where you are, but it's a wider corridor at that point.
Is there a door on the left?
From what you can see at the moment, no. I'm kind of like stopping you as you're just about to enter. I don't want to say that you've entered the area.
So it's a circular room.
It's enough to say that it's circular.
The roof, or the way it is. How advanced a climber do you have to be to get up and out quite advanced?
Just as good as me.
Or is it good?
Well,
is it
it's
good handling?
bones and skulls. So there's
Pretty
gaps
heavy.
in between the bones. Some of the bones are slightly longer, so there's definitely enough that you can put your hands and feet and find tiny holes.
Is
We need to abandon Castiel and just get out of here.
Is the hole in the room
Unless you say,
well
"Oh, out,
enough for
fine."
people to get out through?
Fuck you all.
Or is it just a little gap?
Possibly, it's a good couple of feet across this
Okay.
beam of light, so skinny enough person might be able to get through. You might struggle,
Yeah.
being the
And when you say it's
hunky host that you are.
when you say it's light, is it daylight
There
as
was an
in
intimate
the sun?
monastery, so there was fun.
It looks like daylight.
Is you guys suggesting that I should go up there?
No, I don't
Find
think
out.
we should go. I don't think we should even go in there. Not. We need to find a place to rest before we investigate any new spaces.
But
Well,
this might
that's
be a place
like
to rest.
a room, innit? Ain't just a bit of corridor.
You just said about finding a space that has. What? That doesn't make any sense. You want a space that has less doors to open, to be defensible. And I think a corridor is actually better at that than a large space like this. With just 300 warriors can hold a tight gap.
Well, I've heard it like described as like a hot gate, innit? Well, shall we like go back to like Banshee Central, innit, then, and check that place? If you don't wanna like get involved with this room.
Well, I'm just saying, we
Um,
should be aware that that looks sinister as fuck.
It all looks sinister. How big's the room across?
This room is 70 foot wide.
Oh, fuck, let's go
Not a
back.
hot gate. It's the opposite.
But we don't know
It's
if
a
there's
big
another
hole.
door. And you can't see if
At
there's.
the moment, I've left you so you've not fully gone into the room. I'm just describing what you can see
The
from
country will just want it.
the from the edge where you've come around the corner and you can go, okay, I'm presenting what you can see, so you can make a decision from there.
I'm gonna pop my head through the door so that I can see what's in this corner.
Okay, so you
Because there's no point going back around to go up there and come in the other side of this. If there's
If
a
there's a
door
lead
left
door
here,
there,
I'm
yeah.
gonna presume.
you poke your head, you look to the left. As you're thinking, it's just a straight, sharp left, and there are 2 doors.
2 doors, so
What do you reckon our chances are that both these corridors lead to this room?
one way to find out, lads. I could go and Sorry, wrong voice. Well, there's like one way to find out, innit, lads? I could like go and check like the second door to see if it's full of skeletons, innit?
I don't think that's a good idea.
I
But
don't
you
think
can
that's
try
good.
the other door if you wish and have a look if it's the one we know.
What's your passive perception?
Just relatively high. Let's find out. It is
Yeah, bugger if the people who built these things were allergic to bones, wouldn't it?
Can you be allergic
15.
to bones?
You're pretty allergic to yourself on the other side.
Running water. I think I can like hear some water in it, like over there. Like maybe there's like some stream or some shit.
So the running water's coming from this side. So it's as you place your head out,
Oh,
running water's down there. This is where the ledge is.
Like we got fresh water, maybe fresh water here. Maybe a little wash.
Why don't you just take a big old drink of that then?
Well, I'm not saying I'm gonna drink it. I'm saying like, can you have a little wash? After all, like we've been down here a while, and like I can smell the fear all over you, innit? But you're alright.
Who are you talking to?
I think it was a big baby or just a receipt.
But yeah, if those two like passages potentially lead up to here, which I think they likely may.
Well, the first one on the left should, in theory, lead to an empty corridor where the Banshee was.
Well, just to be safe there, let's go all the way back round and up along that corridor where we thought like the Banshee was, innit? Because then if we go through that corridor and come out
No,
here,
yeah, we're in the
then we
same room.
knows what's down there.
I think the right hand corridor is the Banshee, isn't it?
I'm sure we'll remember more clearly when we are in the corridor and we're looking at the
When we're
doors.
in the shit.
Yeah.
That's not a Banshee.
Wrong door! My bad.
Sorry, lads.
Shall we like go back round here then?
Yes. Straight the way back round.
So we'll go back to here, across that corridor and up along this one on the right hand
Well,
side
we'll go
from
the
that
one
way.
which the Banshee came out of, hopefully.
Yeah, which was this one,
We think.
I think.
You head back down and you open the right hand door. That's
Very
facing
carefully,
this way.
tentatively, stealthily.
It's a long, empty looking corridor.
I will very carefully like walk down. I say if you guys like kind of like stay a few feet behind me in it, just like I'm like nimble as fuck in it, but like some of you is a bit slow. Just wouldn't want you to hurt yourselves, since you're so old and shit.
I deem it polite not to walk more than a few feet next to someone anyway.
Well, I mean like a bit further than normal, you know, like maybe like 10 feet away.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like if you deviate from those instructions and like bad shit happens to you, you had it coming.
Understood.
Your
Yeah,
concern's very touching, Ezra.
We're all just like faces a little way.
Your concern is no different now. You pop.
I'll scoot down. I'll check the floor for traps.
Investigation or perception, whichever one you want to use.
19.
Have a look along. You can't see any raised or depressed tiles as you go along.
I will continue to the door at the end.
Okay.
Is it at an drum on the other side? I
You
will
open the door?
very carefully open the door.
So you open the door and you are greeted with a very familiar looking room.
I'll wave them
A
on.
very familiar squad of skeletons.
I'll wave them on. It's like that place, isn't it? That we just was. I think like all I've heard the Helvetians say, you know, like all roads lead to Rome, innit?
Where's Rome?
You mean all roads lead to Helvetia?
I don't know what the capital of Helvetia is. Okay.
I don't know. I know, I know.
Like I was like a guy who's like well read but not worldly, if you get me, you know.
I didn't know you could read.
Probably better than you, innit, Cloudy?
That's hot.
And more languages.
It was actually a compliment. So mean.
A think that's the capital, but I can't read what the fuck it says.
It doesn't say on the other map, does it?
I need it to blow up and actually be able to
It's
read
just
it.
smudging.
Yeah, it's not
Oh
really-
well. Never mind.
We're gonna do that.
Well, I ain't gonna check the other door in here. Like, I feel like I know what's through that one.
Well, we can't rest in here. This has got more doors than any room we've been in so far.
Well,
Is it?
maybe if we like,
that way.
yeah.
Yeah, so if you're coming from the direction you're coming, you've got the corridor which is on the right, you've got the ledge which is just up the way from there, on that way. And there's the door just immediately to your left, and the corridor which is just kind of like diagonally left, which is wide.
Right. Okay.
It's about 30 foot wide.
If we was like feeling lucky, we could like deal with those skeletons in it, and then we knows like all three of those roads is like clear.
There were a lot of skeletons, weren't there?
How many did you see when you briefly looked in?
How many did I see when I quickly looked in? I vaguely remember being like 10 odd, but
Yeah. That's from the brief moment that you opened, it was full.
is there like
10 foot wide corridor, and you could see.
A lot of bones.
is there like a keyhole on this side or anything that one could peep through?
No, you've not seen any keyholes, search really. No, there's not on these doors.
Well, all I know is like there was a few in it, like more than a couple, but like less than a lot. Like it's a bit dark in here, and I've just got like normal human eyes. I ain't got none of that like elfy shit in my blood.
No, do I, but it's a long conversation.
My point being, I can't see in the dark in here, and I think if I walk in there with the torch, they're gonna know he's there. You get me?
These all along they've been these just dimly glowing orbs, if you remember, which just cast in like the cool whites in the corridors, which makes it even more iffy.
If we're worried about the room with the skeletons, I could potentially deal a great deal of harm to them,
Well, if we
but they'd be very angry.
if we's like thinking of finding somewhere to rest, you know, and you can just like blow your load down that corridor or some shit like that. It don't matter because we
Eloquently
go.
put, but sort of yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna like spaff it all down there, that's not a problem. If we're just gonna like sleep for the night.
Yes, if we're going to try and make this room as safe as possible, eliminating the skeletons is the only way to do it.
Because it's like that. We'll go like back away in it.
Yes.
We'll go out through the other corridor.
Which one?
So that was again still.
Okay, so Cloudy goes out and starts going through the room.
Did I?
Oh, were you saying to us?
Yeah,
We
you
go
said
out
to
the
us.
other
Sorry,
way?
no,
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
you're saying. You're
Yeah.
suggesting it. Okay.
Sorry.
So I'm picturing us being at the threshold in the
Like here.
back
Okay.
corridor.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's what I'm picturing ourselves.
Sorry, misunderstood what
Sorry.
you said.
Like, well, we could like do as Cloudy says and keep going. You know, it's like this is a room and like there is running water in here. Like whether it's good or not is like a different matter in it. But like we could keep going and not find something, or we could make do with this, innit?
Additionally, let's not forget, we're here to make a deal with whoever's domain this is. All the skeletons may be his creations, we may view them as his children.
Well,
I don't know, his...
I think we already fucked it. If that's the case, innit?
Well, if-
Because we just like axed that bitch in the other room.
She came at us. She attacked us and we defended ourselves.
Well, if
This
I,
is more proactively eliminating them for the sake of...
well, if I open the door and say, "Hey lads, do you mind if we like sleep in here?" and they come for us, I'm just saying, does that make them fair game then?
So, all we heard, sorry, my mind stretched out. All we heard was that a voice saying you could have a long rest, or you could have a
With
rest.
that effect, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the first that Cloudy has heard of this voice, because it was only Castile.
Unless you were on the other encounter where you saw the boy.
Yeah, I was there.
But he's not spoken to us this
But
time.
he's not spoken to us directly, but he's spoken to Castile directly. Castile, what does your discombobulated, sorry, wrong word, discombobulated, disembodied, disemboweled, dis, the invisible guy that keeps talking to you?
Yes.
What's he say?
Well, nothing since he spoke to us all.
Oh, okay. Silent type, isn't it?
We also like gave his fiery boy down the corridor the chop too, you know. I'm just saying, like, we've already fucked with his shit a bit. So if he's touchy about that kind of thing, like, it's already too late.
Well, if he was touchy about that, we'd already have other stuff coming at us, wouldn't we?
I'm just saying, he's just trying to fuck with us, isn't it?
And as we enter this threshold, we can see across from a different point of view now. This ledge that you've mentioned a couple of times. Is it a ledge? Could you expand a little bit further? What do you mean by ledge? A ledge to what? Because we've got different angles right now.
Yeah, so you can look across. It's flush against the wall, juts out a bit like a pier would, but it's just like from what you can see, tiled floor still. Juts out and then cuts across to the left, but you can see that the corridor continues a little bit further and starts bending again to the left. So you can see that there's potentially something else over that way, but you can't see the floor continue, which is why you know it's a ledge.
I think we should look on the room.
Which one? The one
The circular room.
The circular room.
Okay.
And search for the wall.
So whatever we do, we stay away from that door, as in, I imagine we're stepping into the room now.
Okay.
Stay away from that door because we think that there's a bunch of skeletons behind it. That one being the one we have no idea, and then there's that ledge over there.
Well, we can have a look about it, but like, do we want to leave like potentially some amount of like creepy skeletons like at our backs?
Just for a few moments more. I'm not going to sleep with them. It's piqued my curiosity. I'm going to go towards the ledge. And is it a particularly high ledge or is it?
Okay, you walk over to the ledge. You're going right over to the edge.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go up to the edge of the ledge. As I say, it comes out as you'd expect to, 70-foot room, juts out a little bit, about another 20 foot, and then kind of like just hangs there. As you come over, you can see that it just drops down for about another 30 foot. There is a small stream of water slowly flowing underneath.
Okay.
Corridor itself, this opening itself is 20 foot wide, but narrows quite quickly.
And essentially it just leads to a stream.
From what you can see.
Is there anything else in the room? Any sort of articles, furniture, anything lying around? Or is it just an empty room, except for the skulls on the wall?
It's just the skulls on the wall, the bones which are sticking out, arched the ceiling, and just that gap.
Right, okay.
As you crossed the room, you saw that the 30-foot corridor, which is coming off this way, opens up quite widely again.
Oh, so that's a corridor that leads that way, not another doorway.
Yeah, it's a corridor, it's an open corridor. It's 30 foot wide, opens, goes on for another 50 foot, and then curves in, but you can see that it goes on beyond that as well for another good at least 50 foot.
I'm saying that's like a long corridor, isn't it? Should we just like fuck up those skellies and stay here? Then at least we know as is what's behind us, innit? It's clear.
I don't know if we have the ability to pick them up or anything.
Well, Castillo says he's got like all of his juice left after that brief rest, innit? Like you've seen some of the scary shit he does.
It depends how many there are. Is there a keyhole to the doorway?
Weren't they on
No.
fire?
Not these ones, innit? Like that was the one lower down. These were just like normal bones, innit?
But what if they are immune to fire? Because they are bones.
I don't deal damage with fire.
Oh,
It's more of a. I'm trying to be particular.
good. Is it force?
It'd be cold and acid.
Oh, well, that's great. Bones don't like that.
Depending on how they exist in it.
Just immediately thought, what do you fuck up a whole bunch of things with fireball?
Fireball.
Yeah.
He ain't no hazard.
I know it's not hazard, but you know.
It would do some damage to it. I can do it a couple of times. 2 to be precise, because I have 2 spells.
Oh, so bad.
Would help the XP if and when we did get time.
How many XP do we need?
Are we close?
Yeah, I'm not going to. Let's get 6 to 7. It's a long way.
Right. We're going to do
I
this.
think Castillo should kill the skeletons.
Are you really going to say that?
Well, if you blow your load down that corridor, innit? We could open the door, they could come in here. We've got like plenty of space to run rings around them, innit? Like they're just a bunch of dead old bones,
It
innit?
have no healing. That's the issue.
But we's just doing this so we's got like somewhere more secure to sleep in it. And like I feel like real edgy trying to like sleep in this room knowing that those were like through that corridor, innit? Because otherwise we go a
We're
long
not
way.
For the start, we are not sleeping in this room. There's an open corridor, there's a fucking lake in here.
But this way
There's
we
like
know
4
that
doors.
everything behind us is clear, innit?
Okay.
I think for everyone's peace of mind, we should at least remove the skeletons before we do anything else.
Okay.
It's either this room or go back and sleep in a corridor, in it, because it was like hours until like the last like room or dead end we've been to.
I don't see what's wrong with the corridor. But yes, we can kill the skeletons, but I think this room would be a mistake.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll open the door, I will cast a spell, and you'll close the door.
And then
I can do that, innit?
And
Repeat twice.
we let them,
Do whatever it is they're doing in that corridor, innit?
and we'll survey the carnage afterwards.
We could invite them to my short rest. Yeah. Okay.
It's not the most appropriate way to use this, but
Is you like could tell me with the door cloudy? Use like well strong, innit?
yes,
That's right.
you may need to close the door and keep it closed while they're in there, because they're not going to like the.
How does the door open towards us or towards them? We don't know.
What about the other one? How did the other one open? Did it open
That one
in-
opened into the area you're currently in.
I feel like
That's
So
good.
so from our side now, we'd be pulling the door towards us to open it.
Hopefully.
We imagine it might be if the other door is like that.
Yeah, if they design it the same way for each.
Was this door also open into the room?
So there's no door here, that's just an opening. It's an opening, that corridor actually comes
Yeah.
this way, but drawing it that way is fine. That one opened this way, that one opened this way. So far all doors have opened this way.
Let's
Yeah.
presume
So
it
we'd be
opens in
we'd be
the-
pulling the door towards us right
Yeah.
now, and then shutting it. And
Let's assume it was fitted by the same man, carpenter, person.
door fitting.
Not built over centuries at all.
I reckon the doors are all added like last minute.
Yeah, it feels like kind of like the homing touches that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like heavy skull work, and someone comes in and just puts the doors in after.
Go wait for those bones to settle in, you know, they're not like the firmest building material. Kind of need to,
Maybe we
like,
can get cracks in the
Yeah,
first
you-
year.
you gotta have buttresses.
Snagging, innit?
so
Too much.
let's get this out of the way. Lazarus, open the door. I will cast a spell, and as soon as I finish speaking, slam that door closed and keep it closed.
You ready? I'll go to the door, hold the handle ready.
I'm gonna come back to nearby Castiel and have a loaded crossbow pointed into the door space just in case. Just be ready.
I guess I'll be next to you to.
Right.
Good night, yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Cowabunga, innit? And
Yeah.
I'll crack the door.
Hungry up are in the room.
Hungry Joe.
A 20-foot radius sphere of darkness and bitter cold appears central at point in range and lasts for the duration, which is a minute.
Holy
This
crap!
void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard up to 30 feet away. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area. Any creatures within the area are fully blinded. The void creates a warmth in the fabric of space, and the area is difficult to range. Any creature that starts to turn the area takes 2d6 cold. Any creature that ends to turn the area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 acid.
Wow.
As milky otherworldly tentacles rub against it. Why I have to use the words rub against it is just
Weird.
Oh, tentacles, what did you expect?
It's funny.
slap, hit, berate, rub.
No, it's a hentai spell, isn't it?
It's a head spell. But yeah, they
It's
basically for a
cold,
minute,
skin
every
still
turn,
burns.
they will take 2d6 cold
As long as they remain in the.
in the 20-foot radius sphere.
Okay.
And if they, at the end of their turn, if they're
Still there.
still there, they take a dexterity save or take 2d6 acid for a minute.
Okay.
And we slam the door
And we slam the door shut,
on
and
the weird slurping
half
noises.
Yeah, so you open the door, you see the skeletons there.
I'll
At the
try and shoot.
far
I'll
end
try.
of the room, which is 60 foot away.
They're 60 foot. I can cast this up to 150 feet away from me.
Okay, so you cast it. It goes-
Centered wherever I can find them.
Yeah, so it goes dark in that area. You close the door.
You'll hear some strange noises.
Yep, you certainly do.
Although you said that you can hear it from 30 foot away, so we might not hear the slurping from here.
True.
I don't want extra psychological damage.
Yeah, the void is filled
You
with.
two holding the door shut.
Yes.
Okay. You hear on the door. And you see the head of an arrow just jut through.
We
I
still keep the
will-
door shut.
We'll hold the door shut, but
Hold
from
the door!
slightly to the side.
Hold the door!
Oh,
I'm going to need some athletics checks from you guys at advantage as you start feeling pushes.
Or just one of us.
One of you at advantage or both of you roll one dice.
I'll let you go.
I've got I've got a 16.
Total. You hold the door shut for some time, but the door starts getting pushed open.
Yeah, okay.
With swords starting to poke around the side.
Right, okay.
Is we like ready for round 2?
Well, this as long as I maintain concentration on it, it lasts for up to a minute.
Yep.
So I'll just maintain it.
Yep. So it's a 40 foot. So they've got space at this end of the corridor at the moment.
Right, I've got a cunning plan. I have a slight problem.
Okay.
Slight problem is when I was fucking around with this last time, I changed something, and because we've moved off of D&D Beyond, or it hasn't allowed me to go back down my monastic pathway. So one of the things I had was gust of wind.
Yeah. I can find out what it does. Do you need to know?
I've got a rough idea, but basically what Cloudy would like to do is when we let go of this door, he's going to jump back as far as he can,
Okay.
and then
Custom.
gust them to try and blow them back into the corridor and back into his spell.
Alternatively, well, yeah, you won't be saying any of that, so never mind. Continue.
But I just don't have that.
Okay.
I need to transfer everything on the wiki.
What type of monastic tradition are you?
So I went down the 4 elements.
Okay.
And you
Way
can
of
choose
the 4 elements.
where the 4 elements.
Is it a spell, like in the
It-
traditional sense, or is it a key thing?
I think it's a level 1 spell, I'm going to say.
Oh, in which case I can just find that. I did find Gust of Wind.
Well,
yeah.
I know it's got components if you don't have a focus with monk.
Yeah,
I think
I've
because he's a
got
monk, he can.
it needs a seed.
Legume seed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet.
A line of strong winds 60 feet long and 10 feet wide.
Okay.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
A Crassus favourite.
So you're going to take a bit of a step back to
yeah.
get a gap between you. Are you going to move with Cloudy?
If he's fucking bailing, I'm going to drop the door and jump back and draw
I'll give you an.
Yeah, the door is being pushed open and swords starting to
Yeah.
with bony hands.
I'll hop back, draw my swords.
Okay.
Okay, and get the bean ready to go in the gob and
Get beamed.
Yeah.
So you you take a couple of steps
That's
back.
right.
Your door swings open. Go for it. So not prepared for this.
yeah. I don't know what I do. That's the only thing.
Oh, okay. So it's 60 feet long and 10 feet wide.
Yeah. it's
Blast
gonna
from
fill the corridor.
you. Each creature that starts its turn in the line does a strength saving throw, which is pushback at 15 foot.
Push back 15 foot.
Yeah.
I guess that's each turn as well.
What's your DC?
Around
Yeah, we're quite low, I imagine. We got.
I'm only a level 3. Where would I find DC? It's going to be. I probably won't have it actually because I'm lost it off of this thing.
If
Probably like DC 13, DC 14, at that level, something like that.
yeah, what's your wisdom?
My wisdom is 15.
So you got +2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably like DC 13 or 14.
Because of proficiency and stuff, wouldn't it? So yeah. So 3 of them hold strong. One is blasted back 15 foot.
Okay.
We've got 2 skeletons standing directly in the doorway now. One behind it. One's been pushed back 15 foot.
Yeah. Okay.
Anybody want to do anything else before I make you roll initiative?
I'll release my arrow.
Go for it.
And I will Eldritch Blast, because I can cancel them.
Yep.
So I'll fire
You can
2.
see the blackness down the corridor.
Back to 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will fire 2 beams at whichever one.
Yep.
The lowest will be a 16.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
13 points of damage.
13. The skeleton which is standing there steadfast, the one which was on the inside of the door, shoots it straight in the breastbone. It goes straight through. The rib cage just explodes, smacks through the spine. The skeleton collapses.
And 15 points of force damage.
So you blast the one on the right. That one collapses. You got the one left currently standing. The one 15 foot down the corridor. How many blasts do you get?
No, I fired 2 blasts at.
Oh,
The
2
same
blasts at
target.
the same one.
Yeah,
Okay,
2.
yeah. So that one collapses. You let go of the door. Do you want to do
I
anything
hopped
quickly?
back. They've just blasted it. I'm good.
Cool.
I'm not standing in his beam.
Yeah.
The spell. Do they have to continually take tests? 'Cause
Yes,
it's-
it stays. Yeah, it stays up.
As long as you maintain your concentration on it, effectively.
Can you roll some initiative then, please?
Yeah, effectively half, so normal
I don't
creature's
think this is
movement.
going to last very long. So I'm not going to
Like a
change my
teenage
music.
boy.
Put me at the bottom.
I got 6.
Oh.
So you might have got better than me.
I got 5.
Oh, I rolled a. We must have the same club.
And I got 7.
Huh?
Woo!
Oh, look at us. We're going for a
Was it guarded?
straight run.
I got 18.
Oh, we're going to go 8 then.
Do you know what? I haven't broken my streak on BG3. I've been the last in initiative every round of combat I played on
What class are you?
BG3. One I'm paladin and one I'm cleric.
There you go.
Yeah, to be fair, before I can't remember which fight. I think it was the Ankelos fight. We took a bet about what the order was going to be with initiative, and it pretty much was exactly
Yeah.
what everyone said it was going to be.
It was one of the fake fights, I think.
Or maybe,
Because we know
yeah.
Fate's got a stupidly high.
Yeah, it was like that. He's got off.
He's
during
rolled over
Corum.
30 before.
He's in first. I'm probably going to be second.
Yeah.
It's like being at the table with fucking Kieran because he rolls consistently like 28 on initiative because he's got alerts and
got
he's a
alert.
rogue.
Yeah.
So, Crowdy, 2 skeletons. One you just blasted back, the one standing quite steadfast,
I will just keep,
holding his sword.
I will I'll ready my spear,
Okay?
but I'm just going to keep blowing
Okay.
this gust of
So you're
wind.
keeping your concentration
That's
up on
right.
the gust of
Yeah.
wind. You want to hold an action to, if it comes forwards.
If it comes forward and it looks like it's going to, because it'll be wading into wind, it looks like it's going to attack me as soon as it gets in range. I'm going to try
Yeah.
and hit it.
How far back did you move?
I think I've gone 10 foot back probably.
Okay, so 10 foot away from the door. Cool.
Yeah.
And it's difficult terrain while I'm walking through this. Is that right?
It's not
Fine.
difficult terrain.
Yeah,
is
well,
it?
it juggles your movement. Yeah, it's not
effectively
difficult,
becomes
it
difficult
juggles your
terrain. Yeah.
Yeah, if you fail the check, it halves your movement.
movement. Is it if you fail it?
I thought it just halves your movement because you've got
Yeah.
strong wind.
Well, it's the
says
15 foot back, isn't it?
It call as a any creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement to every 1 foot or move.
Yes,
plus
okay.
6.
And then it's a check to see if they get pushed.
And do I need to make that check every round?
Yeah.
Sweet. Let's see what happens with the skeletons. First one. Gets blasted about 15 foot. Walks 15 foot forwards. Second one. Walks 15 foot forwards.
Good exercise.
So they're both in the doorway now. Back where they started. That's the skeletons then. Castiel.
So I will fire 2 more beams at one of. So there's 2 in the doorway.
2 in the doorway.
1 at each of them. Why not? Because they might be. 17 plus stuff, and then
Yep.
18. So 15
Yep.
is the lowest.
Yep, both hit.
One of them can have 10 points, and the other one can have 6 points.
Both points.
I stopped breathing.
Are there
See
any more
that?
skeletons that we can see?
No.
I will maintain concentration on hanging for that for a little while longer, because I don't know if they're fucking around in there. Actually, I'll let it run out, so I'll let it get to the full minute and run out, then it'll disappear.
Okay. You're out of initiative. I told you it wouldn't last long. The skeletons.
And predictably, is there just a bunch of bones at the other end of the corridor that's just ruined?
From what you can see, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just scraps of armour, old rusted weapons,
Well,
short bows, short swords.
that's like one problem sorted, isn't it?
Can we have a rest now?
I would like to retrieve my crossbow bolt, if possible.
Okay. Go over. It's beyond the skeleton that you shot, so it's about 15 foot in the corridor.
I'll wait until the
Yeah.
is happening, and I'll tread carefully, just in case. And I'll go down and try and get it.
Walk down 15 foot, you can see towards the end the door's closed, and more piles of bones down that way. Seems to. There's another towards the door. There's another bit which turns off to the right from us. You look
Oh shit!
Fuck's sake.
There's another bit down here.
Well, like, maybe that's got like another bit of room down. You weren't like super happy with this round open space, isn't it? Like, we could have a peek. Because that's like just some fucking long, wide corridor in it going up around the circular bit. That's like a small, narrow one. Maybe it's a dead end.
Get my bow out, hopefully, and then put my head around.
at. You'll have to go another 20 foot down the corridor before you can have a look.
I will, and then I'll try to move quietly. And
So
then
that's what.
Well, this after what we've just done. Oh,
It's
7.
really loud. Crunch, 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 crunch.
Yeah, you kick a bone, it scatters down. But you get there, have a look down. It's a short, straight corridor which juts off to the.
They like the fucking corridors, don't they?
Juts off to the left slightly.
Left from which direction, Ross?
So it comes down this way and juts off this way. So as
So to the right from the direction we're moving.
If you walk into that corridor,
it
then you head
juts off
left.
that way. But as you look at it, it juts off to the left. So it's come down
Yeah.
this way a little bit, but that's all you can see. It continues down. It's straight enough that you can see that it goes quite some distance, but it's narrower than this corridor. It's 5 foot wide. This bit.
Alright, I'll come out, go back out into the room, close the door behind me. That corridor goes off into the darkness for quite a while.
Do you want to like check that out, or otherwise it's like this long corridor if you don't want to stay here?
I want to go back to the small corridor where it's safer to rest.
Well,
I
this one-
suppose, yeah, if we go there, there's like a door on each end.
That's what I said like 2 hours ago, like an hour ago. That's what I said before, like literally 10 minutes ago.
Well, fine. No need to be like, I told you so, innit?
What was that thing I read the other day? The professional way of saying I told you so.
Oh god, that, yeah, it was like...
This was identified early on as a likely outcome. Yes, I think.
This was identified earlier on as a light now.
So many insults like compared to like legal speak, it's just
Yeah.
like what?
Well, we've got rid of those skeletons who could have come for us, innit? Like that banshee did.
This is
And
good.
That banshee was mean.
And now we know there's like this room up here and there's like water. Whether there's any good or not is a different matter, innit? But like...
I can do that once more if we need to, but
Well, let's have
as a
rest
point
then.
moving forward, you don't want to be inside that sphere. You want to see for a start.
That's awful.
It's not a pleasant time.
Sounded bad, innit?
Sounds like a fun time.
You deep in.
We're going to have this rest then.
Yeah, suppose if that's how it's going to be, go back in,
We got
wedge
anything
the
to
doors.
wedge the doors with.
Wow.
Bones.
I suppose we can
Bones,
wedge.
yeah. Let's get some use bones.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
Well, we can't wedge this one, right? Because this one opens outwards. So we can wedge
You can
that.
wedge it from the other side.
We do have.
Then you've got to
It
go.
would be
Trade all
pointless
around.
because they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Let's wedge this one closed from the inside
What kind of
and leave that
handle
one fine.
What kind of handle does it have?
It's just an iron rung.
Like we do.
Yes.
You just should shove some bones under, like the closer to Castiel door, and then just leave the one closest to us untampered.
Okay.
And then take turns to sleep.
Or
Okay. And have some rest and have some watches.
Do you want to give me a watch order?
Yes, I think.
brother, trust me.
No, we're not doing what we did the other night.
That was mean. It's funny, but it was mean.
Brother, trust me, he's gonna stay up all night.
No, we are going to.
Yeah, let's not do what we did Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what I meant. We
That's
put
just
the
bad
two of us
timing,
on
so-
watch who were not present, and then of course we failed that watch.
Jamie usually rolls pretty high. I just had a brain fire, okay, at that point.
Jamie doesn't normally roll high, he normally rolls what's worst for the party, whether it's high or low.
Mine all fell asleep, and they both failed the perception.
If I'd been there, I would have just immediately gone to sleep on my watch anyway.
Yeah.
I did
Fuck
fine
watching,
at
I
all.
sleep
Like, why would I need to watch?
I suggest that I take the watch when it is darkest, because my sight is better.
I'll go first.
I'll go last.
If I'm honest, I think the light will be the same in here all the time.
Oh yeah, we've got
Yeah,
those like
there's
those
not
weird
been a
like
change in the
glowing
light
change.
level at all.
there's those weird glowing shits in it, so I don't suppose like eyesight matters.
I don't mind. What did you decide another?
I said I'll go last in it, so like using the
first.
middle Castiel.
Oh, that's so second or third. Yeah,
Whichever.
I'll go second.
There we go. 4 watches.
It might be
2
the first time I
hours
actually
each.
take a watch. Normally, I'm like, good night.
No,
That's
bye.
what the surface of floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, ready with my spear, I'm going to sort of concentrate on the door at that end. And
Okay. So you gather some bones from the remains of these skeletons, you wedge them under the door as best you can. Seems solid enough. Give it a good
yeah,
tug on the door.
Enough so it isn't going to immediately open as soon as someone dries. That gives us at least a moment's notice.
You all get your bedrolls out and start settling down. It doesn't take too long for you guys to settle down into a sleep pattern.
I'll do one better than the bones. I'll hammer a piton into the ground so it sticks up and is in front of the door.
Nice.
I'm gonna put a little face mask on.
Just what you need for your perception checks.
Loop earphones.
Cloudy.
Yeah.
You're left alone with your thoughts.
So,
Two skulls just sitting there, on the wall, facing each other, dead centre of the corridor.
I'm just listening, looking around.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. Natural 22.
Yeah!
Natural 22. What,
Well,
what
no.
type of dice are you running? Yeah, it's called Dead indeed.
Yeah, natural 20.
You hear light footsteps coming from this door, this side door, the one this side of the corridor.
Okay.
So there's something in here.
It's very light,
Yeah.
quite fast paced.
Right.
You can hear, and then they suddenly stop and you hear sort of noise.
Sorry, could you do that again? Right. How do I... Do I hear anything after that? No, there's no movement of the door or anything like that.
No, there was nothing that banged on the door. You just heard the light footprints. You heard it's them approach when they were at their loudest. We're talking the quiet, light footsteps,
Yeah.
and then the noise,
Right.
and footsteps stopped at that point.
I'll just be even more wary and spooked, I think.
Carrying on, listening out. All those thoughts about the time in the monastery running through your head. They didn't train you up for this. Well, maybe they did, but you weren't paying attention in that class.
I wasn't paying attention to a lot of things at once.
Exactly. You watch passes without any other issue, just that one.
Okay. So, whose turn it is next is, so I'll gently wake you up and I'll say, I heard something.
What did you hear?
I heard light footsteps that came up to the block door and then a sort of sound.
Did they try to handle?
Didn't try to handle nervous sounds, didn't hear them again. It was quite early on in the watch.
Oh, man, this has been quiet for a while.
So,
Alright, well, I'll pay attention and hopefully we won't get killed in the night. Good night, Cloudy.
if I snore, just kick me. I
Don't
don't
worry,
snore, but if I do.
Alright.
So, spark out.
Crowd is asleep in a second.
If he does snore, I'll kick him.
You kick him at least 3 times.
One of those times he wasn't even snoring.
Contemplate. Suffocating. Otherwise, I will keep an eye on that door.
The one that's not pitted closed, or the one where the noise came from.
Sorry, I thought you said it was the pigeon one where the noise came.
Yeah, so the noise came from that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so the other door. I'll just sit with my back against the wall looking for this.
Anything particular you want to do, Venerable?
No, I'll just
Keeping an eye out.
chill, eat some rations quietly, but like keeping an eye out, yeah. Pay
Give me
attention.
a perception check.
My bad dice looks really rubbing off on you tonight.
You're all bad.
Did the eye mask just slide back down a bit, doesn't it?
Oh dear.
Hour passes. A small spider starts creeping over your legs.
I'm trying to brush it off.
Go to brush it off. Give me a attack roll.
Nine. If this isn't an unarmed strike on said spider.
You go to brush it away, but it scampers away from your hands, further down your leg,
Oh no.
and then carries on.
Off. Is it off me?
It takes its time, but
Wait, I'll continue to attack it until it's off.
give me another. Oh, strike roll, please.
19.
Okay, you strike the spider and you brush it off. As you do, it grows in size. What's the damage you do?
0.
Oh, zero? What? 0?
Well, that's like there's no
I
damage.
think you have to have a minimum of 1 now.
You- It weirdly says 0 now. I don't know if that's because it's changed to next
No,
edition, but yeah.
I think the last edition it used to say 02 because Crassus used to, as always, done 0.
So is
that's
it-
right.
Okay, yeah, you flick the spider off.
I think it's that it doesn't do lethal damage.
You flick the
These
spider off,
soft hands of a musician.
but as you do, it grows into a tiny little red-skinned creature, large ears, piercing white eyes, small jagged teeth, mouth.
Jesus Christ. What the-
Scampers towards this
The door that's
not getting closed.
Well, let him go. Okay, well, let him go. I'll follow him to the door.
Bye, have a nice time.
Good night now. Has he opened the door?
It smiles again. Shrinks as he touches the wall.
See if I can do a big spitter.
It starts crawling through this very minuscule gap between the door.
This fucking place. Why did we go? I'm really questioning our decisions right now. How long is it between the two doors?
This corridor, 40-foot max.
Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look round in the people's gear to see if anyone else has any rope.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna use 2 lengths of rope to tie a big loop between the 2 door handles. And then I'm gonna try and do that quietly.
Okay.
I'll knock them together. So
You do a stealth check and then a sleight of hand check.
so loud. 7. Keep
Okay.
tripping up on people.
You drop a lot of things out of people's bags as you take the rope.
Sorry. Sorry. But my sleight of hand, which is what you're score again? 15. Better.
So you tie the rope up and feel fairly secure knots.
Then I will go back to sitting down.
Okay.
And this time I will continue my watch, but also be hyper aware of bugs.
Okay, give me another perception check, please.
ready. Ooh. 13.
As you finish up tying the ropes, you settle back down and keep watch, listening out for any noise. Don't perceive anything else that's going on. The end of your watch goes.
They don't perceive it.
Oh, I don't cast it.
It's a watch.
Okay. Why is there rope everywhere? What's my boot over there?
Sorry.
I'm not gonna ask.
On my watch, there was a tiny spider on my leg, and when I hit it, it became a little red, like big-eared, like demon type creature.
Okay.
Or grinning thing. And then I didn't want to wake anyone. It seemed like a bad time for that, so I just let him leave.
Okay.
I was going to show him out through the door, but he turned back into a spider and left. And then I thought he might tell somebody where we are, so I tied the doors together.
Oddly, that makes some sense. Okay.
So watch out for bugs.
Watch out for bugs and small red creatures. Got it.
I mean, he didn't do anything bad, but he definitely knows where we are now.
Okay.
Also, if Cloudy is snoring, kick him. Because I cannot sleep if he's snoring.
Sure.
Alright, good luck on your watch. Don't wake me up.
And then I will return to my eye mask. And potentially put things in my ears if Cloudy is snoring very loudly.
Yeah, you start settling down and he starts again.
The chance of death is worth it.
Nothing particular for my watch, really. I'm not gonna do anything out of the ordinary. Just literally sit and watch.
Give me a perception check, please.
21.
So, on your watch, you keep an ear out for anything that you might hear. You hear claws scraping on the floor outside, from this side.
Just the sound of claws, or is there kind of bestial snarls, or?
There's no snarls or anything, it's just claws on the floor is what you can hear.
Obviously, I take note of it, but I'm not going to move to investigate because I would assume to myself that this place is quite riddled with many beasts and other such monstrosity, so what we don't know can't hurt us. Let it be, unless it opens the door.
Nothing tries the door or anything.
It's more important that we all get a rest at this point, so
It's just clumsy scraping with claws on the floor, which you hear. That's for quite some time.
something knows we're here, but and I would just let it be, and then when it comes time, wake up Lazarus.
The rest of your watch goes by without any issue. Someone's running.
Snip, snap, click, clack, scary noises in the dark.
I'd wake you up. I'd mentioned about the spider and the red creature. I wouldn't tell you about the claw sounds.
I think she should have squished that spider here. like that thing getting out and telling something what was here.
Apparently
Probably a
it
big
turned into a small red creature, so...
Well, if it were me, I'd have shot him in it.
Yeah. Same, probably, to be honest. I would have hurt it.
I'll get my crossbow out,
Have fun.
sit down with my back against this pitman's door and watch the side of the corridor. And I will stay here and pray to God for a quieter fucking 2 hours.
If you think this is bad,
Yeah,
you've seen us the
obviously.
other night. All 3 members of the Owlbear family.
Yes.
You know my opinion on Owlbear murderers. Perception is an 11. Ignorance is bliss.
Your watch seems to go by. It's a little creepy, a bit weirded out by the rope, but it goes by, you don't hear anything. 2 hours go by without incident.
2 hours time, I will retrieve my pitten from the ground, knock it loose and get it up, and wake the others up.
Job's good. One.
You on rest?
And the XP for skeletons. Probably not to make a difference.
Yeah, I do. I want it.
Oh,
I
you
might be
close.
able to.
You can't close, are you?
I'm not.
I am quite far away.
I am still quite far to back. But
Oh god, you're still level 4, aren't you?
I am far. I'm 570 more on doing that. But it's okay. I don't know when we last got XP. Probably at the end of the session. So.
Yeah, you got XP at the end of the last session. It should have been.
I would have added it.
Yeah, you got 100 XP for what you did
Yeah.
for the long rest, and yeah, so you got 100 XP from the last session before, but the session before the last one, you got 420 from the last one, and it works out 105 XP each for 10 dead skeletons.
Woo!
105.
Yep.
So close now. But not as close as the Minotaur.
Ding! There's a sort of glow and a bomb sound.
Are you gonna? Woo!
Bing, bing, bing. Oh, so it was worth it.
You need the fountain.
No. Leave that on, it's fine. Unless everyone else has got it.
I'm
Excuse me.
gonna go make a coffee if you're going to
Yeah, it gives Duncan a chance to sort this out.
So-
No. What did you get for level 4?
Feet time.
Yeah, it's an ability score or feat.
Yeah. Okay.
Why did I go to YouTube? I don't want YouTube.
Abilities.
Yeah, you can give ability score, so plus 1 in, or plus 2, plus 1 in any ability, or you can have a feat.
Feet.
Yes, plus 1 to 2 abilities or plus 2 to 1 ability.
Yeah, whichever way you split it.
Always a good chance to even out any odd.
Yeah.
Or just flat out up your main stat to do more damage. And
Yeah. Monks of that are a bit of an odd split, isn't they? They need 3 stats, don't they?
Wisdom,
Dex,
dex, and con, suppose I think it is.
So dex, if you can, what's your dex at the moment?
Sorry, bear with me. Needs to go away. Right. So his dexterity saves. He's dexterity 16 at the moment.
So bumping it up to 18 would be pretty good.
Yeah.
What's your wisdom and your con? Your wisdom's 15, did you say?
Wisdom's 15.
And your con?
Con is 14.
So,
Strength is 13. Charisma is 11. Intelligence is 9.
So bumping 2 of the odd stats would be the other way.
Yeah.
To
If
go.
you want to really balance yourself out, I would go like 1 in wisdom, 1 in strength. Because then you would get
Yeah.
your wisdom stuff will help you monk stuff,
Mhm.
and the strength will be helping when you do your athletics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It'll push you away and give you +1 in like your
Yeah.
athletics.
I don't know whether to defeat.
Or you can get a feat with.
Yeah, defeat might be quite greedy.
Feats are always good.
One to 3, it's a feat. 4 to 6, it's a dexterity. 1 to 3, it's a feat.
Start looking for that feat list then.
I'll have a look. Right. Amy, you want anything from downstairs?
I'm okay. Kill them
Kill
all.
them all.
Well done. I was waiting for a wee, but I'm guessing it's going to
It's
So
gone for
no,
the-
no one's gone. No one's gone for a wee as far as I'm aware.
They've all gone for stuff, not.
Harriet's gone for a jumper. Sam's gone for a coffee. Duncan said he's gone downstairs. He didn't say whether he's gone
through
for
the
a wee.
curtain. I shall be back.
So many feet.
There are loads. I don't know what to suggest for a monk either. Mobile is good, Sentinel's good.
What's the date away?
That sounds like it's a 2024 for you.
Increase Dex 4 intelligence by 1. You people are clever, but the lack of illusion magic. Learn a magic trick for fading away when you suffer harm. That's pretty cool.
What source is that from?
Use a reaction spectacular. Oh, it's a known thing. Don't forget that. Either would be quite good for him. I don't know. Anyway, if he's going to take a beat, he's got a lot to lose with. Tough might be quite good.
Tough's a good one.
Tough's always a good one.
I took tough. Got them. That's quite late, so I got a big major boost.
We'll let him figure out what he wants. We should just get thinking a moment and then carry on. Your intention is to go back out into this bigger room or back out into this area and carry on exploring down this way, because that's the way that you've come from, through all the long corridors and things.
And this is the bit that we thought was windy and might be the way out.
So, yeah, that's the bit which you've not explored yet. That's the long corridor, that's the trapped corridor. So you've got the small corridor which goes here, the longer corridor which goes up to there. And then beyond that is, yeah, there's the wind which comes up. There's the doorway which comes off that way.
So either now, if we rest in here, it would make sense to either see what's up here or along that. And I'd be inclined to go along this, because things seem to be getting bigger in this direction.
Yeah, let's just do that. We have, it's that thing of decision anxiety, isn't it? There's too many options to go from. We'll just pick one and just go for it.
Yeah, we've got no indication of which way the thing is, do we? So
No.
unless anyone's got a located item that they've been holding out on this way.
No.
There was another corridor which also goes off that way, right next to that door, which you've not explored.
The bars can't change their spells, can they? They stay the same.
Yes, it'll stay the same.
Yeah. What do we know about spawn? Where did we?
It's red.
Yeah, no, not the description. It was just, someone said something about someone's got it.
The Lich.
No, it was
But he doesn't got it.
it was owned by someone, wasn't it? The woman told us all about it. The woman told us about it.
We also think she may have been holding out on us, but we're not sure.
Or she just literally didn't know. Like, it was the best of her knowledge, and it's that could have been hundreds of years ago. Things have
Maybe
changed.
I'm just confused. She said that Kalanor was a collector of powerful objects. We went to where the horn was supposed to be, and it wasn't there. And then
And Kalanor is who we think the Lich to be.
We think so.
We think so.
yeah, I thought that like someone might be using it. I don't know why. Then I made up. Maybe that was me in my mind imagining me blowing the horn when I'm not supposed to.
Hoot hoot.
So let's just pick a direction. The most obvious one is to continue on down the long passageway off the circular room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's just. I was just going forever picking corridors apart. So let's just go. Let's go with that one. See what happens.
Yep, I'm down for that. 30 foot wide, what could go wrong?
Yep.
That's why.
So you're coming back into the circular-ish room.
Yes.
Okay. You open the door and you can see scratch marks on the floor, quite obvious scratch marks on the floor. There's no sign of any creatures or anything there now.
Do the scratch marks lay down to say get out my swamp or something to that effect?
It just looks like there's been creatures
Just
heavy
scratch.
enough to mark the floor with claws or whatever. There's no words or anything spelled out. It just looks like they've been moving around. You walk along the corridor, getting into the circular-ish room. Sound of water coming from your right.
Let's go down the corridor.
Have a peek at the water. Did you do that?
You had a look.
I had a look, but I just noticed it was like a running stream, and
It goes back a little bit, but that was it.
ignored. Just kind of ignored it beyond that. Well, okay.
Okay,
That's
alright.
just, that's just the
carry
thing.
on.
Carry on forwards into the corridor which comes off. It doesn't go on for very long and it kind of just juts off to the left more than anything than be a corridor. There's a small chink in the wall on your right. As you go to 30 foot down this corridor, there's a chink and a small hole in the wall on your right. But the corridor that you're going through swings around to the left. Carries on being as wide as it is, and there's a door just down on your left, and it swings around to the right at a 90-degree angle.
That goes around.
Something's roughly like that. It's
Smudge.
blue fingers. So it comes out like that. There's a straight edge bit, kind of filters like that to a door there, and then carries on 90 degrees that way. And the hole in the wall is here.
Have a peek through the hole in the
Yeah,
wall.
is there a horn in it?
That would be nice.
Please?
You look through, there's another corridor. It's a short one, and just really quickly to the left.
Does that look like I'm looking through a hole like this into the other thing, or does it look like it's a bit bricked up and that?
So this wall looks like it's any other wall. You can see the bones. It's a good depth, but you're able to look through the hole. It looks like it's just fallen through, or something's impacted it and broken it. And again, you can see the outline of bones on the other side. But there's definitely another corridor on that side.
Check the door on the left. Go up to the door on the left and have a little peek, try and open it quietly. And
Yeah, head over, you can see, just before you open the door, look to your right, you can see that the corridor, again, remains a good 30 foot wide, goes back 90 degrees, turn to the left from up there. The door itself here, just like all the other doors, just wooden,
Yeah.
iron rung.
have a peek through. Try and open it quietly and
Open it.
inside.
It's a short 5 foot wide corridor, 20 foot, opens up into a large room. The light,
Full of horns.
And one of them is red.
the light
They're all
in
red.
that room is different. It's a more yellow than the cool white that you've been in. So you're going like back in time to.
The light in here's slightly different, innit? I think that might be a good thing. I'm feeling lucky. Sardonyx is blessing us today, you know.
Feeling lucky today. We just woke up in a corridor. No.
Well, everything's got to start somewhere, innit?
Is it candlelight?
It's just yellow, innit? I can't tell from here. I'm gonna sneak in and have a look.
I will attempt to move as quietly as possible along this short bit from this door to the bit where it becomes a door
Okay.
to have a peek.
Yep. Give me a stealth check.
Stealth check. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. It's high.
Oh yeah.
I rolled a 17 and it's going to be plus something to put it over 20.
You sneak forwards silently. It's a
26.
It's a large room. Piles of armour off to your left, weapons scattered all along the floor, piles of armour and bits scattered around the room. In the centre, a single statue.
Family armory.
This is where the skeletons come to pick up their loot.
Yeah, they get raised, right? Yep. That's the armory move, yep.
Is there anything noticeable about the statue? Any distinguishing features? Or?
It looks humanish. Standing there. Looks like it's got depictions of armour kind of like chiseled into it.
Any other signs of unlife in this room?
Not that you can see.
I'll go back to the others quietly.
It's like just full of like heaps of armour and weapons, isn't it? Like I think this is where old Bonio comes to like get his stabber, innit? There's like some weird statue in the middle, but don't look like nothing special. Just like some guy in it. Nothing I can see. I didn't have like a close look in it. Like, why would you keep like a powerful magic lord in like some with like rusty bits?
And another statue.
Oh, like he was just like a dude made of stone in it.
Were there any other rooms attached to it, or?
I didn't see no other corridors in it. It's just like a big room full of armor and shit.
There were two which came off on the right.
Oh, there were
But
two.
they're- It's like one at the bottom of the room, one at the top of the room. It's a big room.
I think I was mistaken, Castillo. I think
Sorry.
I vaguely remember there was like some corridors.
Describe
on
the more
right.
important bits, alright?
Let's like there was nothing in there. I think we could go in there and like have a peek in it.
Okay.
back into that room?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go back into that room then, and I'll have a peep through the door closest to us at the top.
Yeah, we'll all go now. I think you've checked it out, so we'll all go in there.
So what's the plan?
We're all going into the room.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a peek through this door.
There's no doors, just corridors
Oh.
which go off.
No, nothing visible down the corridors.
Not at a quick glance. You would need to go through the room.
Yeah, I'm going to the edge of these to look down and see what's there.
Okay, so you go down the edge of the room, let's say piles of armour and bits and bobs. There's the first corridor on the bottom. It starts out 5 foot, narrows a little bit, swings off to the left. Well, everything seems to swing off to the left. The room curves round to the other corridor. It's just a short corridor which opens out into a 20-foot wide area, which you can see. You can see that there's a doorway on the right and a corridor which shoots off to the left. Essentially.
And in the larger room that we're in, the piles of armor and weapons, are they clearly old and rusted?
It's all
at
mixed.
a glance.
Some looks good, some looks rusty, some looks...
But there's nothing that immediately stands out as, oh my god, that's really pristine and very nice.
Give me a perception check if you want to have a better look.
Yeah, 18.
In the pile on this side of the area, there's, you catch just a glimpse as something shifts in the pile, just a glint. It looks like quite a bright glint come from it. You can see that there's, in some of the piles, there's gold bits, silver bits, copper bits strewn throughout. There's potential that there's items in here which could be better quality.
Yeah, it's more a case of, do I go in the ask that you can't really spot a magical item.
Do I have that ability?
Detect magic.
Yeah.
I haven't pressed the long press button for start. Says all my spells are non-usable. No, I did not do. I cannot do that.
Yeah, I'm not just going to go and like pull it out from the middle because it's a bit holding collapse on the wall.
Crowded places are my favorite terrain.
Crowded places. I think like there's this small room through that corridor at the bottom, and there's like a little door on the side of that. Like maybe we should check that door. Like it must be like the cavity between this and that wall there in it. I don't think it'll go that super
Okay.
far.
We'll check that out. Head there. I won't step anything.
Yeah.
So you're sticking to the edge of the room.
Yeah. Well, we're just gonna walk over to here from
So you're going
probably
through the
when I
centre
was.
of the room.
Well, if I've gone down here, I'm probably like still down towards this end from
Okay.
going down and along there. So
So you've gone along the edge.
from there, yeah, I'll just nip down into this and inspect the small
Okay.
room.
So you nip down, as I said, there's a door which is immediately pretty much in front of you. The offshoot which goes off to the left, again, opens up. It's quite a long corridor, this one. It's 100 foot long. There, it widens out again, 20 foot in. There's another door on the right where that opens up. At the bottom, it swings to the left, of course. But you can see that there's a curved room at the bottom of there, and another door just before it turns off. So there's 3 doors in this corridor, and what looks to be a curved room down at that far end. Kind of like that, yes.
I'll have a peek through this door first, see what's there.
So you open the first door. It's a small corridor, 10 foot long, 5 foot wide. Another door at the end.
I will head down to that door and see what's to it.
Opens up into another corridor. Goes to the right, to the left. Just on your right, not quite opposite, but just about 10 foot to the right. Opens up into a bulbous area.
This map makes no sense.
It opens up into it goes to the right, but it's not this room.
No. So you've gone through the door, goes straight forward into another door.
Yeah.
There's a corridor which goes left and right from where you are.
And the right there's a bulbous room.
There's a bulbous bit which just plonks out. Another wider bit which turns left and right from there. Kind of like a Y.
That's made it clearer.
Yeah. That's what's going on there. There's some shit happening here. I couldn't tell you what it is. I'm lost. That's going there, and then there's that going there, and then there's some fucking shit going on in the middle here that doesn't make any sense. It's alright. It deserves to live like that now.
Okay.
This is an artistic interpretation of what's going on there.
Very artistic.
Shit's fucked.
Through the medium of dance. Yeah.
Through the medium of dance, I have determined that this part is fucked. I'll come back out to them in the other room because I haven't had a peek. It doesn't make sense. I've got no idea where I'm going. I don't want to get lost without them and go down too many turns that I can't remember and can't draw to remember where I'm going.
It's a big area.
What if we just keep going? Everything goes left here. What if we just keep going left?
Forever.
Should we continue on down the long corridor?
I think we've got no fucking idea where he's going in it.
We're not going to look around in here.
You're just like welcome to have a look about in here, but it's just like heaps of shit in it.
You described like silver and gold there, right?
Yeah, there's definitely money in this room.
What's the statue?
Looks like it's carved fairly well. I imagine it's still kind of like in the doorway, first doorway here.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's carved fairly well. Looks like it's an armed figure.
Okay.
And what kind of size is this statue? Is it?
Just medium, human-ish.
But in terms of its scale, is it kind of?
Yeah, similar size to you guys. Nothing majorly out of proportion.
Daddy's going to wander up to the statue and have a look at it.
Okay, how are you going to approach it? Just walk straight towards it.
Is there stuff lying around blocking the way and stuff like that?
No, the paths haphazardly across the room, but you can walk in a fairly straight line.
Yeah, he's going to have his spear in front of him and wits about, but you know, he's fairly light on his feet, so.
Okay.
Hey mate, ask him if he knows where he's at, yeah?
He's only good at drawing maps.
Start
Yeah.
walking forwards.
Yeah.
You get 10 foot into the room.
Yeah.
3 foot down.
Oops.
Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
I am. This probably won't help me, but I've decided to go for the ability boosts. In case.
Nice.
Okay. So Dex saving throw, isn't it?
Yep.
So 24.
Okay. So you feel
Yeah.
the slab go down. Instinctively, you just take a step back, dart just flies past.
Okay. Oh, guys,
That was pretty close.
there's traps.
You did good to miss that.
I will stop moving at that point and start looking for anything that I think is at the floor, what I can see.
Okay, perception check, please.
22.
Yeah, as you look around, you get down and you look. You can see there's a couple more raised slabs scattered throughout the room in no seemingly logical way. And then you look at the statue. The head's turned, facing you.
I'm going to walk backwards, very much like Elmer Fudd in the Hunting Rabbits thing, in reverse. Like that, exactly like that. And you guys haven't seen, I would say, the statue turned its head.
Do we notice that it's moved? Is it like weirdly following him, or did it just turn?
You would have seen it with your passive perception. When you stepped on that slab, the head just slowly turned.
First thing, there's traps.
Oi mate, you Stony, did you like know where we's at? And reaction, does it keep moving?
You know where we are. Yeah. I know where we are.
Right here, right now.
The head slowly turns towards where you are.
Do you know what the horn is? I can find out what its official name is.
Oi geezer, like she's asked, there's like this red horn in it. We need to find, like, if you could like point us in the right direction, we'll like clear off real quick, innit? Just weirdly watching.
Yeah, the head just turns to look at whoever's talking.
This guy's kind of a creep, innit? Like, shall we? You said you thought we'd best go along that wide corridor and continue on.
Well, for lack of a better direction, I mean,
Yeah, why not? Innit? Like,
There's shiny shit in here, though.
We could be in here for so long. I feel like we need to.
well,
I feel like that's kind of the point of this way. So you're here for an eternity, effectively.
We've got to ask where the horn is. We've got to find out some other way.
well, this guy don't want to talk, innit?
Oh no, I
So,
don't necessarily mean him, I mean the other thing.
Yeah, it's kind of Nor that we believe to be the voice now.
do you want to like send your mate a message or some shit? Like it worked before, right?
That's the thing. I mean, I'm going to assume he can hear me. I'm speaking to you guys, but I'm speaking loud, so it's more projecting my voice. I'm assuming he can hear me. This is his domain after all. I'm not here to stumble around aimlessly. I'm here to make a deal.
Could you like tell him to have a word with his like creepy friend here as well while you're at it? Like this guy's giving me like the heebie-jeebies.
If he deemed it worthwhile, perhaps he could send some sort of guide or direction to us.
You wanted the real heebie-jeebies of the original Leonardo paintings where they had the eyes in them. That's so weird.
So yeah, it's more a case of just speaking out into the. So I'm speaking to the group, but it's clear that I'm speaking to someone who may be listening.
Who are you talking to, Castillo?
I feel like
Intelligence wasn't one of the traits that
the owner of this.
What's your own?
Well,
Purveyor of this fine establishment.
yes, I feel like they're aware of what goes on here. Either directly or indirectly, they hear what goes on. And with that, I'll skirt around the centre of the room, so cause that's when the pressure points went down. But I'll start heading towards the passage with the long corridor.
This one.
No, the other long.
This one. With the doors.
Yes.
Okay.
If it's not like a door I have to open to go through, it's just a passage that leads off.
Yeah, so from this room,
Yeah.
you got the corridor which
Oh yeah, because
comes
we're
out
in the
here,
room.
and then you got the one which comes off down this way, it splits off with a door, and comes down this way.
Yeah, I'll head in that direction.
Okay.
For lack of a better choice, just head towards one of them.
Go around the edge of the room.
Not hugging the edge, but staying away from
Yep.
the centre, because I'm sure those and stuff.
So you go around. As you get halfway between the two corridors, are you guys following? Like, I assume you stayed up this way.
I'll get back into the room
Okay.
and in that bottom corner, be like, yeah.
Okay, cool. So the rest of you start following. It's when you get halfway between these two corridors, all of your heads. I do listen.
Hello.
I'm sure you've enjoyed our fumbling around in the dark, but unfortunately our lifespans aren't as long as yours. We've suffered. I'm sure you can respect that we are here with a purpose, and we'd like to fulfill that purpose. And then continue moving.
Could you like tell us where to find it though?
Where is it?
In this room.
Harbinger. Weirdly, I went into Harbinger then. Where is it?
Which item do you see?
We're looking for a horn. I have yet to find its proper name.
It's like red, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's red and striking and belonged to a large creature.
It's said to be like a powerful magical artifact in it.
What do you offer in return?
What would you like? I assume we can all hear. What would you like for it? As far as we were aware, it was of little consequence to you. But everything has a price. What is yours?
I seek allies.
Living allies or the dead?
Allies. I can create the dead.
What did you need allies for?
The oncoming battle.
Against who?
Your friends.
Well, we ain't got many of those in it, so I think you might need to be a bit more specific. Well, they ain't our friends, innit?
I don't understand what he's talking about.
We need
This is all very
further
confusing.
clarification.
Instructions unclear, please construct additional pylons.
God.
Construct additional pylons.
No, fuck you. Do you refer to the elephant threat?
Yes.
Well, like, it's in everyone's interest to fuck those assholes up, innit?
They are certainly no friends of ours.
But like, what threat are they to you? Because there's like dead, innit? Like, you and your boys are like dead, innit? And like,
They are many. Their brain is here.
Ooh.
like here, or just like near here.
Not here.
Here we go, just being honest moment.
It's out.
There we go,
It's
out.
out.
We went out.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this first vision of this lich getting
Just going.
It's like I've not had to do colloquial speak.
centuries.
It is not in my lair.
That's bullfitting.
Oh my god. Oh wait, the
Well,
head
not
frame.
here.
I thought you meant the horn then for a minute. I was like, Jesus.
It's here somewhere.
Well, if this guy like wants some allies against the elephants, innit? Then like, that's
we
like an
can
easy
we
deal.
can certainly.
Like those assholes, like he'd fucking up in it. Like if he don't want to be on the same side as them, then great.
Yes, we will be willing
to arrange some kind of mutually beneficial deal between ourselves and you against the elephants.
But I think what Castiel's saying is we're gonna need like more specific terms in it than just like some nebulous. Yeah, we'll like help you fight some squid boys.
What are your terms?
Yeah, like you.
Everybody's looking at Castiel. What are terms, Castiel?
The first point should be that we are free to leave this place at our own free will. No harm will come to us, and we will be fully cognizant of our own decisions
And alive.
and alive.
And we won't fuck with your shit if you don't fuck with ours, innit?
In return, we will not intentionally harm any creature or resident of this place that we feel is under your control. But we will defend ourselves if attacked.
And we like help you fight like the squid boys, I guess.
That's the first point of order for communicating with each other. Second point being the procurement of this horn.
Like we'd really just like the horn, really, and then we'll just like leave.
But we can't just take it and leave, we have to. So,
Oh yeah, but like if we could just like have that and go, and we'll help you with like the squid problem in it, because like we're quite invested in like paying that debt back, if you know what I'm saying.
as long as you agree to the first, name your price for the second.
If you die in my domain, I can use your bodies for my purpose.
Alright, if we's dead, innit? Like what's to lose?
Quite a bit. We could like send everything now to get
Yes. As long as you're not the cause of said death, then yes.
I feel like that would be like an easy out, innit? Say you can use our bodies, like if we die, but then like stab us in the back, like second we leave the
Your
room.
first term was my creatures not harm you, and free passage through this land.
Okay, so he goes, that's okay.
Basically, we can come and go as we please, and he won't attack us as long as we don't attack him.
Well, like, if I'm dead, I ain't using my body no more.
But
so,
yeah,
like,
if
I
we
guess,
if we die into a trap because we're dumbasses, he gets our body.
well, so the odds are quite high then.
Yeah. It's kind of the point which I'm making.
Well, yeah, if we
Yes.
like dead, I
So
ain't needing it no more.
We have agreement, the first term. As stated, the second term is we seek this red horn as Harmony has described. Name your price.
Is there anything useful and shiny in this room which might help us with the Ifrids?
There are many things in many rooms.
Yes.
Some will be useful, some will harm you.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
I do not know which will do which.
Okay, thank you.
Experimentation is fun.
Up to a point. I'd agree.
I seek only the allies.
I understand.
Well, like, if he just wants allies against the squid folks in it, like, we'll just find out who want to go, I guess, and that's the deal done.
We are already very much inclined to disagree with the Olympics.
We're still. Where are we? We're about
Here.
back there.
The people we represent are powerful in their own right in the mortal realm. I'm sure some form of parlay between the two could be formed, and you would have your allies.
I agree to your terms.
Good. And which way to the
Those
horn?
under my control will not harm you. Unless they aren't.
Understood?
Is there any way to tell that?
Yeah, they try and stab us probably.
It's not like a sign or they could wave or something.
No.
I suppose
Blue
we'll
glow?
just put Harmony in front then, innit? Because if she hit him, he ain't going to do any harm anyway.
Are there any? There's still piles of stuff around us. Okay. Cloudy's sort of the magpie part of his soul, which has been there ever since the first days of the monastery. He's looking for either a better spear or a short sword, which may or may not look smart.
So you're just going to start looking through one of the piles?
You sort of look at it rather than look through it.
Give me a perception check.
Natural one. Yeah.
It's a big pile.
Yeah.
There's definitely short swords, shields, armour in there.
Is that the
There's
thing?
definitely coins in there.
Or is that my thing is burning off to acid?
Again, speaking out loud. Or projecting my voice, sorry. I'm glad we could agree and come to terms. Which way is the horn?
Where are you exactly?
There's like this creepy guy stood in the middle of the room who keeps like turning his head in it. He's made of stone. There's like heaps of armor everywhere.
There's a big statue.
You sound like the movement, you know, from
The defender.
Yes, okay, the
The
stone.
defender.
I licked his head.
Is he one of
Yes.
yours?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright,
That's
what
still,
he's
I'm
at.
guessing if his name's the defender, then
He
Yes. Defends, doesn't he?
Yes.
Well, like, without defending it, like, if you could give us like a rough direction from here, that'd be great.
Take the corridor in front of you. Second door on the right. Straight forwards. Past 3 doors.
You know, it's like really close, so that's frustrating, but also just far enough away that we could also just skip it and carry on forever if we had enough.
By the corridor straight in front of us, which one do you mean in it? Like, there's 3 right here.
I think aren't we facing down this long
One that is at the far end of the room.
Okay. So second door on the right was the weird bulbous room? No. Okay.
There's a door here, a door 20 foot down, and a door here which then comes in the circular room.
So the second door is, so we want to go that way, straight on, past 3 doors, and
That's the
there's
instructions he's given.
something down here.
If that's the instructions that we've been given, that's the best of his knowledge and best of our knowledge.
Let's give it a go.
We will attempt to follow those as we can.
Taking anything from any other things? Definitely looks to be some good stuff in there.
I really want to.
Do it then.
Do you?
I'm looking for a short sword. So
Okay.
look for a short sword.
Yeah, there's short swords there.
Yeah.
There are some which look rusty, some which are definitely broken, but you can see some which are in the pile, which looks to be a bit more solid. Won't take long to rummage through that pile.
Okay. So start to rummage with one eye on the defender.
Okay. Defender doesn't seem to react as you start going through.
So just looking for something which is a monk's sword, short sword kind of thing.
Start going through, and there's move a couple of things. There's a short sword which looks to be intact.
Yeah.
Doesn't look rusty. Pair of braces next to it.
Yeah. Can monks use braces? I don't know.
Can monks use what, sorry?
Can monks use braces?
You can put armour on, but it depends what your proficiency is.
It depends what braces they are. Like if they're presumably armor braces, like
Yeah.
then probably not, because that removes your armor defense. But if they're magical item, you're probably okay.
Or if they're just for
Like braces of defense, for
look,
example.
If they're just for aesthetics, then yeah, you probably could wear them.
But if they're actual armor, then it will probably break your armor defense.
I'll
Perk.
pick up the braces and I'll pick up the sword.
Describe the braces to you.
Because monks usually want to find stuff like braces of defense, because that's where they can raise their AC.
So the braces are fairly fancy. They look just like thin strips of metal with a wave type design all the way
Okay.
through them. As you pick them up, they tingle.
Yep.
Short sword doesn't.
Short sword doesn't. Okay. The braces do. That's fine. Thanks very much.
Got someone with detect magic would go absolutely mental in this room.
Bing, 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 bing.
But you just a massive signal coming off the statue, continually drowning out everything else.
Well, yeah, but you'd be like, I'm gonna look at every item and see what things up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to put them on. What do you think of these guys?
Okay, they fit perfectly.
Okay.
Looks good. let's do later. I suppose.
Absolutely.
That's.
I told you, it's -1 intelligence.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Put tingly items on. They tingle, make your arms all tingly.
Feels like a good way to get cursed.
Yeah, try taking them off. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's shiny. I like them. Okay,
Shall we give this these directions a try? Second door on the right. Straight forward past 3 doors.
Okay. So you follow the instructions. You come down this corridor, past this first door, which is immediately there. Come to this one again. It's flush. Opens up into a small, wider area at the point of this door. It's just a 10-foot by 10-foot area. But the door is flush against the corridor on your right. This is the second door.
Yeah.
Boldly open it. Screw it. Yes.
Okay.
Past 3 doors though.
No, second door.
No, this is the door
Oh,
to get
Yeah.
into that
Take
corridor.
the
Right,
corridor
right,
straight
yeah,
ahead of you.
yeah.
Second door on
Second
the right.
door.
Forwards past 3 doors down that way.
Yeah.
You're the person who checks for the trap.
Cassio just opens the door.
No, that's opened it.
Yeah, open the door.
It's a short corridor, 10 foot long, 5 foot wide. Another door at the end.
Straight ahead.
Traps. Traps might be a thing.
I'll check for traps. Fine.
Perception or investigation?
There's no traps in this corridor, Ross. I know for a fact there's no traps.
I'm
Our
also.
monk friend will have another look just in case.
Why would you doubt me, Cloudy? There's no traps in there. Haven't you seen my flawless record?
It's not that I doubt you, it's just that I had a really close shave in the last room and I'm a bit on edge. So, it's perception, isn't it?
Yep.
22.
All level.
There's no traps in
The
there.
reason
Holes
like
in the
you got
walls,
caught by
nothing.
traps in the last one was because I didn't check innit. Like I went around the outside like a sensible person. Like if I had checked, we'd have known. Like you've seen the amount of traps I found down here.
Yeah, I didn't doubt you for a moment.
So proceeding down the corridor, we're expecting to see 3 doors on the right hand side.
Well, there's a door in front of you.
Past 3 doors. Maybe passing through. So
Yeah,
we'll go through this
maybe.
one.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Or he's a liar.
I'll open the door.
Okay, you open the door. Brings you out into a corridor which goes left and right. There is a door ahead of you. There is a door at the end of the corridor on the left. And the corridor on the right opens up into a white building.
Go to the door ahead of us.
Okay.
I'd open that.
Just cross the corridor, open the door in front of you.
Straight ahead. So that's door 2.
Opens up into a slightly wider corridor, this one. 10 foot wide. Goes on for 30 foot, turns to the left.
If it's going to the left, we'll follow it. If there's no door straight ahead, if it's just curve, follow that.
Okay. Continue down. Have a look around. Bones of thing in this area. So when you first go in, still stacked full, but then
it's more sparse.
very sparse towards the end of the corridor. It turns left into a similar kind of like curved area. There is a door in front of you.
I will check this third door for traps just in case.
Investigation or perception.
That's technically cocked, so that's much still like a 20. It's a 1. There's definitely no traps. I know with absolute certainty. I know with absolute certainty there's no traps here.
I did the opposite on Tuesday. I did a nat 1, then a nat 20, and blasted one of the players on the back of the head with an Eldritch Blast. It was great. Yeah.
I would if that in the other group and then got maximum damage. But I've never had maximum damage.
Oh dear.
It was bad. It was rough.
Yeah, you can't see any traps or anything on this one.
Cool. I'll open the door because I know with absolute faith there are no traps whatsoever here.
Open the door. first thing that hits you is heat.
It's supposed to hit you
Searing
like fireballs in
heat
that
just
face.
comes out of the room as you don't open the door into it.
Fucking hell.
Close your eyes for a moment. You look in. You see the heat haze rising through the room. It's a small-ish room, just a small entrance corridor that just kinks around to the right, opens up into a wider area. Looks fairly well laid out. There's plush chairs in here.
But it's sweltering.
It's hot.
What appears to be the source of the steam?
Demons! It's a demon orgy!
You fucking love that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Let me go in.
Why have I got a spell for you?
Is that I'm ready to perform?
Guys, take a short rest.
You can't see any source of the heat in here from where you are.
Just that it's steamy.
It's just a lot of heat haze, some fairly plush looking furniture.
Is it painfully hot, or is it just...
Bearable,
Fucking sweat.
just on the bearable end, but it's bearable.
Are we talking like British summertime disgusting humidity or like dry
It's
Mediterranean?
a dry heat.
Like being in the sauna and when the steam runs out.
Yes.
It's just like they've got that nasty like coaly
It's
taste
just that
in the air.
heat which just sits there in the air horribly.
I'm gonna look around to you guys and then gingerly step into the room and I will attempt to perceive the horn.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Perceive horn.
What can I say? It's my natural talent is hunting for horn. It's not, but the perceptione is dirty 20.
Have a look around. You can see, now that you've come into the room, you go through into the wider area. You can see there are shelves of items. On the top shelf, you can see a red horn, just kind of like on a wooden base, just standing.
When you say on the top shelf, too high to reach, or
Reachable height. It's
has it got a strap on it? Or is it just
Stand.
it's on a stand.
but it hasn't got a strap on it?
You can't see from where
Have you got
you are.
like
Sat in one of the chairs.
it's a dude?
I think it's going to be this easy, did you?
No,
It's
but
the
I was
actual
expecting
horn.
it to be fucking cursed or some shit. Sat in the chair is
A horny dude.
a horny dude with one horn missing.
No, he's not missing any of these ones. Don't worry. A very spiky green skinned creature.
Very spiky green creature.
Is he just like hanging?
He's sat there,
Does he say anything?
not immediately.
I'm gonna make that weird eye contact of yes, you two are here, and go to take the horn off the shelf.
Okay, so you're going to cross the room. It's a 20-foot wide room. Do you want me to draw it
Yes,
for
please.
you?
Yeah.
This is where I figure out what this looks like in.
I'm like, if he's just like hanging there, if I just don't
Is he
say anything,
sitting or
pretend-
standing?
He's
Or
currently
sitting.
sat.
I'm like, if I don't say anything, I pretend he doesn't exist. I'm all about that awkward eye contact.
So this is the door.
Yeah.
Doorway in is there. And then the room.
What's his doing? Can somebody remind me why are we trying to get the horn?
It's one of the items that Lahoto is interested in collecting.
Right, okay.
He gave us
Why, we don't know why, but he wants it.
Yeah, he gave us 3 options, and this is the one that we
Is-
thought we would go for.
Is that so the host will help
No, he just wants it because he.
Yeah.
We don't actually
he's-
know why he wants it. He just
Why are
said
you
he-
working for the hotel again? Sorry, I missed that section.
So we're working for him anyway,
Right.
but he has already offered to help the boat that was out in the lake. But meanwhile, we can't really do anything unless we were to just row back out to them. So we thought we'd put ourselves to work.
And we asked basically, what do you need doing? And he offered us 3 tasks, one of which was just go and find this horn, and here we are.
Yeah, well, just find the horn, fuck with the illithids, or fuck with the fucking tree.
And we were like, go and rob an item, that's what I've got straight, we'll do that.
Yeah, acquisition of other people's kit is like we're right close to our hearts.
And because of like the whole calamity of the wave and like that, so we needed a direction. It was like,
Professional acquisition of goods.
It's alright as long as it's consensual, isn't it?
So, door, entrance. Horn's up in this corner.
We do. I will walk, right? I'll make weird eye contact with him.
like how close
Look
did we follow
away.
him in, by the way? Are we following him
Are
behind?
you following it? Do you guys?
Yeah, because we don't.
I've also just walked in and not said anything. I've walked in, made weird eye contact with that guy, and then continued to walk.
Yeah,
across
that's
the
a
road.
cause for concern for us to follow. The other just scaring us. Yeah, it's fine. So
Stands up. As it stands, you can see it rises to 5 foot in height. Long, spiked ears, small, dark eyes, flat nose with just nostrils flaring out, smiles revealing jagged teeth. The spikes go all the way down just beyond the elbow on the arms with three long spindly clawed fingers.
Gross.
Long tail protruding from its back, spikes running all the way down.
Some devil thing then.
Oh, hello.
yeah,
You sort the orgy bit out. We'll get that one run.
Hi there.
I'm
so that we'll be behind you.
I'm gonna just keep walking towards the horn while as you two are coming into the home.
This is the real collector.
What languages do people understand?
Son?
Celestial and common.
Celestial, Common, Elvish, Infernal, and Sylvan.
You fucking nerd.
Man.
Yeah, common, elvish, and the common.
I know.
I know those.
Chat up lines in all of them.
Sorry, I'm just trying to
Hey baby, hey baby, in all of them.
all of them.
Hey baby, you want some duck?
But the real trick
Common
is
and
using
Elvish.
one in a different language. Then they're like into
Like common,
it.
elvish, and the common. Like basic shit.
Never.
You understand what it says as it speaks in a very guttural,
Oh, my favourite.
primordial language. Greetings.
Pleasure to
How
meet you.
can I help you?
We are here exploring.
What do you want in my rooms? It looks like tonight.
I wasn't aware that this is your. Is this your home?
Yes.
Oh. It's his home. It's his home, everybody.
Oh, okay.
Nice home you have.
What is your name? They like your home.
It's very warm.
Ismail.
Ismail.
This is Ismail. I'll translate.
Yeah.
Do they speak the common tongue?
I'm Harmony. My friend is interested to know if you speak the common tongue.
No.
No.
Oh, you've drawn the short straw then, Harmony. You'll translate it for us.
Could you like tell him we just won that horn and then we'll fuck off, innit? We was remember to like tell him that like
We've
the
made
boss
the-
told
we've made
us
the-
we could have it and
I
didn't
don't-
say
That
anything
may not be
about
his
it.
boss.
I don't think it is his boss. I think this is his house and he's a collector and we want something that's his. And that's unfortunate.
But like tell him that the Lich said like we could just like have it and didn't mention anything about him and just see what he says, isn't it?
Or more
Maybe
that
they're friends.
We made a deal with Carnal that we can take possession of the horn?
This is
Excuse
very
me, Callum
awkward.
said I could have
It's
my
very
football
awkward
back.
indeed. So, my friends and I are exploring. We have been looking for an item, and we spoke with Calinor, and he said we could have it.
Who is Callum?
He's a very powerful person who you absolutely do not want to get on the bad side. And we very much want to be on his good side as well. Seems very dangerous.
I am a powerful being myself.
You are?
Yes.
What kind of thing can you do?
Flings a ball of fire towards one of the walls. Just explodes on the wall.
Really?
One thing.
Some above, like, what the fuck?
Oh, he's just showing me what he can do. I should have warned you beforehand.
So you guys are here. I'm gonna part way for some. Is he like looking at them?
His eyes are going between all of you.
Yeah, okay, it's like, do I feel like he's forgotten that I'm here? Or am I
No.
sad?
No,
You've been
he's looking at
speaking.
you the whole time.
I know, but like I was like, he's focusing on you as you're the one who can speak.
Is everything alright? I mean, he's just throwing fire.
I asked what he could do. He said it's very powerful, and I wanted to see it.
I see.
I might ask him to do it again.
Okay.
So you control magic then?
Something like that.
I'm just saying, like, I can run real fast, you know?
Harmony's got this. Just chill.
No pressure, Harmony.
Yeah, no pressure.
You fucking made me talk to fucking camera. You fucking.
Shit. I don't think any of these things work on. Would work on him.
You don't want to do, you try.
Yeah.
Obviously, not understanding the exchange backwards and forwards, as watching them speak. I'll say to you, just if he doesn't know why we're here, just tell him we want that horn. What does he want for it?
The item that we're interested in is specifically that there.
Why?
I'm a musician, and it can be played apparently. What would you want for us to take it? Because obviously we have been given permission by Calinor, but it seems that it is your personal belongings. So we would love to not cause any problems. Is there any way we could spark up a deal in order to take that?
What can you offer?
I have a book. I don't know, how do you get, I suppose you can't read common, can you? That is a shame. It's a really good book. I have some special tea. I know these things might not sound very interesting, but do you get out much?
When I'm around.
When you're around?
Yes.
Who keeps you here?
My boss.
Oh, is that his horn?
No.
Does he own these things? Or do you own these things?
These are mine.
Who's
I
your
was
boss?
given that by my boss.
I see. And where is he right now? Oh.
Elsewhere.
Well, I don't have a huge amount of things on me. I do have this potion though. And vials of alcohol that I have. I think the one I'm looking at is stout. Yes. I'm gonna pull that out.
Which one?
It's the one that gives you hallucinogenic feelings of floating amongst the stars. So it's black, thick black, and has like a starry type
Yep.
sparkle.
Yep. I know them.
I have this. Would that be an interesting exchange?
What did you have to do to get that?
Well, on the night that we got this, 2 of my friends nearly drank themselves to death. Not from this particular liquid, but there was another one present at the same time that literally made you like addicted until you would actually rather die than stop drinking.
Sounds dull.
Dull?
Yes.
What do you do for excitement?
Protect things.
Protect things.
Yes.
So what?
You do know what that horn is from, don't you?
A very powerful creature?
Yes. One of my boss's rivals. Some underling of his.
It is from its head, right?
Yes.
It's a butt horn.
Could be worse.
A front butt
So-
horn.
You're not interested in this then?
No.
Your loss. I'll put that back in my bag. To be honest, I'm afraid that you might be a little boring for me. If you like protecting things and you think that a hallucinogenic experience is dull,
It takes you away from your duties.
yes, but surely you have time off. Time away? Free time? Have you ever read a book? Oh my gosh.
Castiel,
Poor thing.
this don't look like it's going well, innit? I could just grab it. Let's go.
I don't think that's a good idea.
How about I give you a taste of what it is like to have free time?
That would take me away from my duties.
It wouldn't. You can continue protecting if this is what you're doing right now, since you find it so riveting.
I'll not put this free time into
I will perform for you
what will you perform?
a song.
I've heard of such things. I hear the creatures out there singing sometimes.
Now, I could perform a story if that is what you would prefer, but I think since you are so sheltered, that a song would really be what you would enjoy.
For a horn,
Not necessarily.
just a free performance.
Yes, I think you would enjoy it.
And if I don't enjoy it,
I guarantee you will.
but if I don't, I get to fight the big one.
You want to fight? Oh yes. You can
Do we
fight.
see him pointing?
Yes.
He wants to fight with you.
You have no idea what that means, do you?
Yeah.
Cloudy? Yes, of course. I'm sure he would like that.
So, a free song, and if I don't enjoy it, I get to fight the big one.
we will probably join in. I'm just warning you right now. Out of just like honesty, if you try to fight him, my friends will absolutely try to get involved. Is that really all you find entertaining? I'm going to get my. Which one? I think I'll get my loot out.
Okay.
Ding 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 ding.
There was a green pointy demon in the middle of the room.
And he said,
Play the best song.
I'm going to
Well, I'll
Just-
fight your friend.
I'm going to take a moment to gather myself because I'm going to try to perform a song that I'm not used to performing in this language.
Infernal.
Yeah. So I will.
Could you say this is just a tribute?
So I'll just begin playing like some gentle rolling chords, some arpeggios, whilst I'm like working in my mind.
Okay.
So I want to just prepare myself so I don't go in dry.
Okay. So while Harmony does this, what the rest of you want to do?
Have you explained that?
Not at all, no,
Not at
I've
all.
not said
You just see
anything.
Harmony, you see the
I've been terrible.
creature pointing
Me.
his finger at you.
Alright.
I said
He
your
then
name.
looks around the group.
Where is he pointing? Why did he point?
Maybe he likes you in it.
Yes, how are the negotiations gone, Harmony? Yes.
I just need to concentrate, but they're going very well. They're
Okay.
going very well.
Because he's looking at us very strangely.
I'm going to perform a song, and if it goes terribly, just be ready to.
You mean cheese it?
Doesn't that mean run? Does cheese it mean run?
Does mean right, yeah.
Oh, I was thinking
It's
of
like
the
so
other thing.
uncool sometimes, isn't it?
I was thinking of the other thing.
The other thing? What other thing does cheese it mean?
No, the other one, like take out the garbage.
No, like we're gonna cheese it real hard on this guy.
No, like have him removed.
I understand what you're saying, but I'd still rather cheese it, innit?
Cheese it. I like cheese.
Keep on going.
No, he ever gave me crusty.
He don't look
Monster.
natural, that's all I'm saying.
And then I will perform a song that will last at least a minute.
Okay.
Great, it's the best song in the world.
You gotta believe me, man. I wish you were there.
hang on.
Brother, trust me. I wish you were there. Can't believe me. It's the greatest, the best song in the world.
I'm going to perform a song about a person who is always working,
Okay.
and you know,
Boy.
all work, no play makes the green man a dull boy. I will perform a song that's about someone who's never seen the world, described like beautiful places, but every time it comes back to the fact that he's locked inside a room just protecting all day. Working 9 till 9. 24/7. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What a bastard
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go for.
What a
And,
boring guy.
and I'm going to try and use a thralling performance.
What does that do?
Once per short rest, you can choose 4 creatures. So only one.
4. Yeah. Okay. 4.
And if
creatures.
they
There's 4 of
listen
us.
to
I like
you
that.
perform for a whole minute, they must make a wisdom saving throw,
and if not, they are charmed for an hour. Unless like they take any damage or you damage any of its allies.
Okay.
It does not have the humanoid keyword in that every single other thing that I have on my character sheet does.
Okay, that's cool.
So, yeah. So I'm just hoping he'll listen for at least a minute, but I'll try and do like a 3-minute song, you know, gotta get the long play records.
Wisdom, you say?
Yeah, and it's not a high DC because I'm shit.
What is the DC?
14.
Can I have a performance check, please?
No, Jesus!
You got that inspiration left for Christmas?
Ooh, do I? No, I don't think I do. I think I use that. Shit! That's 10. I rolled so bad. I'm really good at performance.
But he's never heard a song before.
I hope that's what your friends tell you when they know you played really bad. They wouldn't notice. You only know if you're a musician. It's fine.
Still better than a guy playing Wonderwall though.
I basically just played Wonderworld.
Just man with
That's what
guitar.
just happened.
Nice tree.
Did you like it?
We need a keyword that's not incident. incident. But did you like the song? My friend Claudia would like to know if you liked the song.
So
Ha.
Then I get to
Kill him.
fight him.
I think we should kill him.
You can roll initiative.
Yes! I'm higher than 10, baby.
Me too! I rolled well this time. Looking down to
15.
the
Do you want a better pen? The pen of invisibleness.
This
There's
is
another one there.
The pen of invisibleness or the pen of eternal smudge.
Yeah, that was bad. Lazarus, what did you get?
15.
There is a third option.
A third was made.
How many?
18.
That's better. What's that one?
Rowdy.
15.
What's your plus?
Plus 3.
Same. Roll these.
Okay, what are we doing?
Just roll off.
2.
3.
An natural one, so 4. Yeah, if I tell them 4, it matters, but I got a natural one.
Can you grab a medium-sized mini out of that cabinet?
Yep.
Please. It's just a representative.
Okay. Medium sized mini.
I do not have one of these creatures.
So for clarity, this guy is what? 5 foot tall, you said?
Yeah. He's like normal.
Green
humans, so.
skinned, or is it armour? He's
He's
wearing?
green
skin.
skinned
Skin that's
with spikes.
spiky all over.
Yes.
And he's got a tail.
A tail and horns.
No horns.
He got real mega pointy
Just
ears.
long, pointy ears, which you could potentially think are horns.
Okay.
Well, I do.
Medium, so just a
Normal
normal
size
size
one.
mini. That's a large base.
Normal
So just any of the smaller minis at the front.
size. Eyes. I'm spoiled for choice.
Yeah, just any one of them, dear. Doesn't matter.
Could use a warlord titan.
Hello.
That's got spikes.
Yes.
Hey, squid.
Hello.
I've not had these painted in there for a long time at all.
It's distinct enough to be different from us, so that's all that
Yeah.
matters.
Okay, Harmony, you
Hello.
are up first. Oh, I will change the music for this one. This is not going to be just a...
This is gonna be hard.
So that music I was playing is called Alone in the Paris Catacombs.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Nice.
So it's like, keeping that one.
That'll
Boom, boom.
Right. Okay, it's me. said dude
Ismail.
is male in the that's one of the guys is May in the bag and I would say nobody as ugly as you calls my name capacity. And I will vicious mockery here.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
It's gonna pass.
Okay. And then as a bonus action I'll say Lazarus, it's time to be fast.
Cheese it!
And I'm gonna try to use my bonus action then to give you an inspiration die. And as I say fast, I'll go like I'll go straight into a Dragon Force solo.
Do the fire in the planes.
Yeah, that's what's going to
For the
happen.
next 4 minutes.
Why did you play that? That's so much better.
Well,
So
I
you
reserve
get your
that for
inspiration?
music.
Cool.
Yes, that's a D6 from me.
Fucking cheese it, boys!
And then I am stuck. I'd like to get out.
You can force your way through Castell, can't you?
Can I come out?
-5,
Yeah.
what is it?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
That is the dog.
Lazarus.
I'm gonna shout, fucking cheese it, boys. I'm gonna dash. I'm not within 5 foot of him now, am I?
I don't know. You put yourself there.
Oh,
so
so
are you
kind of-
in this one or that one?
I'm somewhere. What I'll do
He
is
was, he was edging towards the horn the entire
That's right.
time.
Nah, I've got this covered. I'm gonna attack him. I'm gonna like draw the rapier and thrust at him.
Give me an attack.
No, I miss. But that's not important because I
Because
tried
you've
to
got
attack
mobile.
him, so I get the free disengage. So I'm going to, with my other hand, jump up, grab the horn, and fucking get the hell out of there.
Would you get advantage from the position you're in?
No,
No.
not quite. Almost though. And I'm not too concerned about going to there to get it. I just want to get the hell out of here. So we're going to do the attack. So I can go 5 foot, grab the horn. 10, 15, 25, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to keep going. So 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and I can't get through harmony then.
That's what the horn looks like.
Oh, that's
Is it burning my hand off?
No.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, that's good.
Ooh, okay.
Cool. Howdy.
So it's
Right next to you.
right now. It's come, and it's very obvious what his intentions are. I'm not completely taken by surprise or anything like that.
Well, the others have scarpered. He doesn't look happy. Let's just put it that way.
Cheese it, boy! Time to be fast.
Right, I'm going to spend 2 of my key points. Key points? Key points. K-I?
I would say key.
I thought it was key.
I feel like it should be chi because
I think it should be chi actually, but I always say key because
Key.
I'm too
I think
Oh,
they
yeah.
called it
Same.
key because chi might have a racist undertone.
right.
Also possible.
Chi like
Chi is like a Chinese energy thing.
yeah, that's
and
what it's supposed to be.
And I think they've called it key to be slightly legally
spelled, no,
distinct.
it's spelled like oh no, it's not. It's spelled K.
Yeah.
It's CHI or KI, and I think they've called it key
To
to
not
be
step on anyone's
distinct.
toes.
Yeah, but close enough that everyone knows what it means.
I am listening, dude. I'm just giving you guys a bit of a map.
Bit of a map. Okay. I am going to spend 2 of my key points to do Fist of Unbroken Air. You can create a blast of compressed air that strikes like a mighty fist. As an action, you can spend 2 key points and choose a creature within 30 feet of you. That creature must make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
On a fail save, that creature takes 3d10 bludgeoning damage.
What am I looking for?
It'd be a
Strength
DC.
saving throw.
Yep. What's the DC?
I don't know what my DC is now, because
We might change that much.
Yeah.
well, wisdom went up, so my wisdom is actions, skills, but no.
What level are you?
4.
Level 4, level 4 with plus 3 wisdom, 16. Wisdom 16.
So I have a charisma. Mine's on charisma, and my save is 14, and I've got plus 4 in charisma.
So it'd be the same,
It'll
it'd
still
just
be
be
30. I thought it maybe should have been 12 last time, and now it'll be 13. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it
Is
makes sense.
Isn't it 8 plus your proficiency modifier plus your stat?
Proficiency.
Yeah.
Usually.
yeah, it's base 8
Yeah.
plus proficiency plus your modifier from
Yeah.
the
So
stat.
it'll be 8 plus 5, so it's 13.
30. Okay.
Okay.
So, if you fail it, you take 3d10 bludgeoning damage,
Nice.
and you're pushed 20 feet away from me and knocked prone.
It's like a
Ooh,
red cap or something.
that's horrific.
Okay.
I'm really glad I didn't seduce him.
But you got to imagine a mottled green skin rather than black. It's just.
You mean you weren't going to snog him?
No.
That's what bards do, right?
Give me some damage.
Oh, I'm not gonna-
On a successful save, you take half as much damage.
Yep.
And then not push back on
And you're
location.
not pushed back. So 10s. Can I have two more 10s?
Turns.
2 more 10s, there you go.
Yeah, it goes.
Oh, sorry.
Is this class as magical damage?
It doesn't say so.
But it's
It
just
does-
cheap stuff, so.
It doesn't say.
Wibbly wobbly on that one.
Elemental.
Because magical damage, it becomes magical at a certain level.
That's
doesn't
your
it?
attack style, so you can punch him.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think this just says bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Cool.
So that's 8 and 6 is 14, and that's a 3, isn't it? 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
And he's what, push back? How
He's not
many feet?
pushed back.
So you pass the test.
Just.
So it'll be.
I rolled bang on 13.
How irritating. 14. Yeah. So and what else am I going to do?
Me next to CNC.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Sorry?
You've definitely got the horn. That's the important one.
Got an awful feeling he's going to blow himself up like a pufferfish or shoot his quills out like a porcupine. One or the other, you know. Or he could be like a stickleback and you stand on him and it gets real bad.
No. You don't want to stand on a stick break.
You piss on it, it's fine. It's not fine.
I don't think I can do much without spending more key points, so I'm just going to stay there and be ready for whatever comes my way.
Okay. He steps away from his chair and comes up next to Castiel.
Of course it is.
He looks past you, hurls a flame towards Lazarus.
I've noticed that now you're drawing the corridor wider. I didn't move further because I
Okay.
didn't have the room to move through Harmony, but if the corridor's like that, I
Yeah.
will just be the extra 5 foot away.
Yeah? Yep.
And yeah,
Give him a
yeah.
perception check to see if he can see you then.
He'd probably see me, it's fine. No, I just thought, oh, I don't want to cheat myself out of the extra 5 foot movement.
So he hurls a flame at you, it's not going to hit, it's not with a 9, and he'll hurl another flame at you.
Okay.
Don't think that's going to hit either. That's him done. Castiel.
Okay. Okay, first things first, let's go with bonus action Hexblade's Curse.
Good call.
Give him all that stuff, give him that good stuff. So yeah, plus the damage rolls, all that kind of shit. And then this room isn't very big, is it?
No.
'Cause I don't want it.
Real tight in here.
I have no idea he's fucking felt at me. He's using some weird ass language. I'm just trying to visualise. I'm thinking of Hunger of that again. But I'm trying to picture a 20-foot radius sphere, which is going to be fucking huge in here.
So that would be your 20 foot would be there. So fill that up and then some. You're talking 4 squares for a 20 foot sphere.
Oh, but that's 20-foot radius, was 40-foot
Oh, yeah.
diameter.
Yeah, because it's a 20-foot radius sphere.
It's
So,
bigger
yeah,
than
so
that,
40,
normally.
yeah, so that's the radius. It's just them 4. So that just half of it would fill that
Yeah,
in.
if you cast it in that corner, it would get him and Cloudy, potentially.
Yeah, but I don't think there'd be any way you could cast it in there without hitting Crowdy. But hey, one less person, more XP, right?
Wait.
I want my buddies.
This is the thing, I want to use it because the darkness is strong. Maybe you can see through it, I don't know. I'll cast it to somewhere towards the back of the room, so I'm not going to intentionally catch Cloudy in it. I may get you on the very edge, I'm sorry, but that's my intention. So that's the point I can see.
Yep.
So he'll certainly be in it, but I'm unsure if Cloudy will be in there or it.
It goes dark.
It goes dark. I'm in it.
It's dark and
Yeah,
slurpy.
there's
Oh,
no way
no.
of casting it in there without hitting you where you are.
But I'll try my best at the end of the
You're
day.
right on the edge of it, as he is, but
Yeah.
So when I feel it's been cast,
it goes dark in there. Darker anyway, for you.
yeah, I can see it pretty fine. Well, with funky dark vision. Because there's no light magical or otherwise can illuminate the area, and creatures fully within the area are blinded. But if they have like devil sight or true sight, then it probably doesn't make a difference in how I interpret it.
Okay. I'll have a read of it.
It's the definition of being blinded. Are they just blinded regardless, or is it if they have heightened senses they can still?
I'll have a quick read, but is there anything else?
I'll be stepping back. On the other side, he's blind. It's like, yeah, okay, run. I'm gonna go back and join
Yeah.
the others, but
She's it. Keep running.
yeah.
What's it called?
Hunger of Hadar. 3rd level spot. Just stand as well as in the player number.
Any creature that's not trained in the area. Doesn't say. Just says that the creature's fully within the area blinded, so I'll take it as written.
And I just perceive it as that I can still see it through because it's magical darkness I've created.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of Devil Sight.
Yeah, it's magical darkness. It's just because he's in there, he's blinded. That's what it says. So I will take it as that. Without
Weird ruling,
sort
but
of
yeah, it's one of those ones that's
he will
attempt to.
attempt to hit you because he's got a fairly good passive perception. I don't think he's going to hit you with a 10.
Nope.
Take
And I
step
will-
away as the tail lashes out towards you.
Yeah, and as I was casting that, I would have shouted at Callie, run. So you would have heard me shout run.
So 10,
And I'm going back down the corridor.
15,
Yeah,
20.
I'm using my range.
30.
Yep.
Cool. Harmony.
I am going to.
Really badly worded spell, but I'll just go with what it says.
For a spell in the original PHP, it's really badly worded.
I'll just go with what it says for now. Try and keep things moving.
Yeah.
I am going to.
Fireball.
I wish I had literally anything useful actually.
Actually, but I'm not very good at anything. I just need to double check it's my flute that gives me my extra inspiration, and my lute. Gives me charisma. Okay, so I'm gonna try another vicious mockery on the dude.
Kill. It's gonna fail. Badly fail.
That's good news. Good news. 1 point of psychic damage. But obviously has disadvantage on his next attack. And then I am going to follow my voice, Claudius, this way out of the slimy black darkness.
Thank you very much.
I will send you an inspiration dice, so a d6 to use on pretty much any roll.
Okay.
Yep, cool. Anything else?
I will come around the corner to be next to Christian.
How's it go?
Sorry, I'm a little off.
That's alright. No, I'm
Think
just.
about it.
No, on my turn I can move 90 foot. And
You
no,
got the horn, right?
actually
So-
I can move further. I should have moved further last turn. I forgot about mobile gives me extra distance.
He does.
So I should be an extra 20 foot down that corridor, but oh well, too late now. My point is, I can move real fucking far, so I'm gonna pass you guys. It's not gonna be a problem. I'm just thinking, I don't want to completely fail on Cloudy.
Don't worry, we won't leave probably.
Okay. Well,
Don't worry.
5, 10, 15,
We've got
20,
this, Cloudy.
We won't leave
25,
Claudia.
30, 35, 40.
Meet that guy. I never really liked him anyway.
He snores so.
He's snoring. I engineered this whole
So
situation
you'll be able
to get rid of
to
him.
get back just to the entrance of the bigger room, if that's
Yeah.
the way that you're intending to get to.
Yeah.
So you're just going in from that corridor on.
Yeah, bonus
This corridor.
move,
Yeah.
dash, bonus action dash, the whole works.
Cool.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Anything else?
all done.
Cloudy.
Right, so I'm caught in
Start your
this thing.
turn. Yes.
What happens to me?
You take a bit of cold damage.
A bit of cold damage.
You take 6 points of cold damage just for being there.
Thank you very much.
As a
You
tentacle.
can go off people, you know.
I'm not even doing anything.
You feel a tentacle rub your leg and you take some cold damage.
Hello.
It's like the brothers in the monastery again. Right, okay, so Cloudy is sort of,
Can't see.
I can't see, but I have knowledge of where I am roughly in relation to the room.
Yes. You
Okay.
are
You
quite
haven't gone
aware
anywhere.
that he was in the doorway as it went dark.
As it went dark. Can I get past him in the doorway?
Not without pushing him out of the way.
Yeah. So,
Give him the bean.
yeah, it's what, I'm going to shove him.
Okay.
So it's, oh God's sake. Right.
Test athletics, isn't it?
Don't think so. It says, well, this might be all different now. So shove. What I've got for shove here is target must succeed on a strength or dexterity saving throw. It chooses which.
Yeah, that's new rules.
Only rules. Yeah. Sorry.
That's 100% new rolls. We always did it as it's contested, like athletics or. Well, it's athletics from you, I think.
We haven't got shove as a attack type in the wiki.
We're not.
Not a straight search, no.
Let's see if we can find it on the internet.
Here we go. We've got a charger fee. Is it explained in there? No. We'll just do it as a
5,
contested.
D, and D.
It's alright. We'll just do it as a contested athletics check.
Okay.
So it's your athletics versus his. By that reaction, roll well when you. Go roll well.
Not that well, unfortunately. I've got a 5. I've got some kind of
We've got
inspiration.
Yeah, you
inspiration.
use a D6
D6.
on something you want.
So I've got 9 plus ability saves. Strength.
You're a strong boy. So what's your athletics?
10, 11. That's right, isn't it? So it'd be the
Is your athletics +2? So what's your
Strength.
Yeah,
size,
well,
strength plus 2.
But are you proficient in athletics? Just like normal rolls.
Hang on. Skills.
What's your athletics?
My athletics is
+2.
plus 2.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
she's not proficient in it. She's not proficient in
yeah,
it.
to be fair, a lot of my characters that should be athletic are not. I did not train that.
Yeah,
so
it's-
you go to push him, and you feel the smooth body as you push. He stands there resiliently.
Right.
He's slippy. Is he porous? Is he
Quite
oozing?
dry skin.
He's dry, like a
He's a
snake.
dry boy.
He needs to moisturize. He rubs the lotion into his skin. I guess that's
Right. So that was my action.
Yes.
And because it's not an attack as such, I can't do other things.
No, because that's where the 2024 rules are different. Is that you replace the attack action with a shove instead.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, chaps. No, I guess I'm just trying to push you out of the way. I'm panicking that everybody's well away left me.
Okay. I'll take some. Oh, do you get to repeat the save? End of turn. You need to make a save because you're in Hardle.
Oh no.
What's the save?
Give me a dex save, please. Dexterity saving throw.
Should be good.
Oh no, brother, trust me, I'm sorry, Cloudy didn't make it.
That will be 6. Castiel, thank you very much.
You take 8 points of acid damage.
I'm melting.
Give me some of that hex goodness damage.
No, that's too much fuckery. Hang on.
Whilst you're killing me, I'm going for a wee.
No, that damage is fine. I'm thinking for you. Hexblade's curse, blah blah blah. Choose one creature you can see, yeah, it's curse 1 minute, blah. Against the cursed target, you gain +3 you gain a +3 bonus to damage rolls. On a spell?
It's damage, isn't it?
So it says you gain +3 bonus to damage rolls, score a critical hit on a 19 or 20, and gain HP if it dies.
Okay.
Doesn't say weapon attacks, it just says damage rolls.
Again, without looking into it, just to keep things, it's a damage roll +3 to it.
Yeah. So you take 10 points
Nice.
cold damage.
Brrr. Cold.
Should be in
Cool. Thankfully, these creatures are fairly intelligent compared to my normal undead armor. Boop. Boop. We'll come back to that. Get to there and build some fire. What are you? 24.
Yeah.
So, 10 points of fire damage. And then one at you. It's gonna hit. 13 points of damage.
What it's worth, I maintain concentration on Hunger of Vidar.
Okay. You will get an attack of opportunity if you so wish as you hear the creature walk out of the darkness.
Oh, absolutely.
It will be a disadvantage because you are blinded.
Well, it's going to hit.
Oh yeah. Good. Give me some damage.
Okay, so it's 15,
15 plus stuff.
15 plus stuff.
Cool. It hits.
15 plus 5.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
And I'm going to do it with both hands. Boom! Have that, you bastard.
Say it again.
9 points of damage.
Oh, we're not doing this. Like switch around.
Cool. So you hear the feet just
Yeah.
walking down the corridor.
Can I hear which direction they're going?
Yeah, it just went down.
So I know that I
You've
can.
heard it go that way.
Oh.
It's definitely gone out of the darkness.
Yes. Okay.
And then you hear
Okay.
maybe a bit of a scream from Harmony. I'm not sure. Castian, that's all you can do.
If I do scream, it's in tune.
Well, seeing him appear right there, knowing Cloudy's still down there, immediately dropped the spell so you can see again. Apologies to the gnome.
Lots of nice pretties.
I know.
Steal
You
everything.
are covered in hickeys.
Yeah.
Steal everything you can, everyone.
Still a bit of a tentacle.
Right from where I am, I'm going to take 2 shots with the old bow.
Yes.
Dirty 20 and
Yes.
16 to hit.
Yes.
So that's 9. 2 shots is 19. So combined, both shots is 26.
And that is magical, isn't it, from you?
Because it's from my ball, yes.
Nice. So yes, 2 arrows. One impairs it in the shoulder, one impairs it in the stomach.
And I'm not backing up completely, I'm going to back up another 15 feet.
Okay.
So I'm keeping its focus, but I know Cloudy's down there, so. And that's me done.
Harmony.
I'm gonna step in and I'm going to use a underwave. Just
Nice.
thought that I have weapons.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the Thunderwave. I think I'll use level 2.
It's just
Con,
save, isn't it?
yeah, for con 14, please.
The first time I was wrong with that, I was like, should we kill him and take all this stuff?
21.
21 save, so he doesn't get pushed, and he takes 20, so 10 points of
Nice.
damage for the half.
Loud clap of thunder reverberates in the room that you're in. Cover your ears.
We've heard some weird shit in the last like, 10
Echoes down
seconds.
the corridor. Anything else?
Um,
I think with the ears that he's got, that would hurt him a lot more. That's a proper witch's candle, that was.
I can't see Cloudy from there, can I? So I will just switch my loot out for my rapier
Okay.
as my
You swing your loot around the back and you definitely pull out your rapier.
Let's change to kill it.
It looks epic, but I don't think I've ever used it before. And that's me done.
Lazarus.
Thank you.
Statue standing there, facing the way it was. Piles of weapons and bits in the room. You hear two, and then a massive booming sound just echo down the corridor.
Right. Have I got a straight line of sight? Like, can I actually see the thing apart from the fact that Castiel stood in front of me?
No, because you've come down away from the corridor, so you're down here, is where you said. And you're gonna go.
Oh, I didn't realise I could get that far.
Yes.
Cool. Is there any heaps of shit close to this door?
Yeah, pile right in front of you.
I'm gonna stash this in the pile,
Okay.
this horn, and then I'm gonna go back to help them out. So
Put the horn in the pile. You come back. You'll
I'll
happily
move.
be able to get to the doorway.
I was gonna say, yeah, I spend my action to like stash it convincingly, then I'll move and bonus action.
Yeah, you'll be able
dash.
to get to the point where you're at the end of the corridor because it's not that far. So you're at the first doorway that you came through. Essentially, that's where you are.
So somewhere around.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Cool.
Cool. All three things done.
Cloudy. It goes right. The heat still hot.
It's a lot. With a sort of despairing glance at all the shiny things that he wants to nip, he comes racing around the corner, and I'm going to
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
onto that, and then I'm going to fist of unbroken air again. So for my last
Fist
two
it.
key points, which is probably not the best way to do things, but what the fuck. Right.
Is that the strength save one, is it?
Yeah, it's strength saving throw, so it'll be DC 13.
Pass, I'm afraid.
Okay,
It's
so
still going to take some damage.
yeah, D10. Have another. That's a 10, isn't it? Have another D10, something.
Yeah, sure. Do you know what? I'll just leave them out here, and then you can.
Okay.
Because these D10 seem to be the ones that you need to use.
So 3, 6, and that's a 10, isn't it?
If
It's a 0.
Yeah, 0.
Yep.
So
16.
that's so that's 19.
19.
So
Half.
18. So 9 points of.
Cool.
Yeah, that's it, and I'm going to be ready with my spear.
Okay. Mago. Oh, no, that's not them. It's going to spot Lazarus. It definitely sees Lazarus. It's going to hurl a flame all the way down past everybody.
gonna try.
Lazarus. It's going to try. It's going to land really short. What's your AC?
15.
It's not going to hit. So 2 balls of fire get lobbed down the corridor past you, Castiel.
Oh fuck.
Purposely going over the top. One lands not too far behind. One gets really close to you, Lazarus, but still falls short. That's him done, Castiel.
Get him, Castiel, get him.
Yep.
Preferably not with the big black shiny thing that you just dropped on my head.
No, it's just arrows that are coming your way this time. 2 more arrows at the beastie. One's a natural 20.
Nice.
The other one will be 16 to hit.
Is a hit.
So for the normal shot, that makes it. That's 16 damage.
Okay.
And then the crit is 18 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I used all my shit.
Harmony.
I will try to use this rapier for the first time.
Go for it.
The first time.
You got advantage.
Yeah. It's gonna hit.
It is.
Ooh, 23 to hit. I don't know why I still looked it up after you told me.
Because it's good. You want to.
7 points of stabby damage. And then, how injured is Cloudy looking?
He's about halfway.
Bit battered.
All
bit
my
bruised,
doing.
Bit of a wet patch on his leg.
Some sucker marks.
Hickied up.
All over his face.
I will use a healing.
You loved it, really.
word.
You know me too well.
Yeah, bonus action healing word on Cloudy. And the word is hentai. 7 points of
Nice.
Star, thank you very much.
Anything else?
No.
Lazarus.
Yeah, Lazarus. Get the bastard.
Bonus action dash.
Coming back in with the horse.
Stibbo stabbo. I left the horn.
You stashed
Okay,
it.
missed it. I will fight it down and stash the horn.
So
Stash it in the room with
red
the defender.
is my rapier. The blue is me other weapon. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
I think it's 19. So let's get that pager. Yeah, 19 and a 12. So 12 one hit.
12 misses.
So the 19 card is in the wrong place for sneak attack. Is
No.
this,
No, you just
You've
had
got
to
allies within 5 foot,
Yeah, yeah.
so you get your sneak attack.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forget it. The advantage is not.
Yeah.
You have to have
Yeah.
advantages.
If you've got no allies around him, then you have to have advantage.
Yeah.
Or what does an ally there? Just be there.
Forget how many
Unless
d6.
you've got
How about
disadvantage on
d6
your rolls.
Yes.
Sneaky motherfucker.
So that's 7, 10, 20 points of piercing damage. Sorry, 23 points of piercing damage.
Anything special about your weapon?
Just a rapier. So then, there we go. It's me. So what if I just hang on to that d6 for now?
You're used to your weapons, you know that how hard you can hit with,
Yeah.
with your rapier. You see the rapier pierce the skin, but you feel that it's not quite done as much as you'd
It's not doing
expect.
much, yeah, he's got resistance on it, non-magical probably, yeah.
Anything else?
That's me.
Cool. It is going to lash out with its tail at Cloudy. Dirty 20's gonna hit,
Yep.
maybe. So it lashes out with its tail, the barbs on it sticking into you. You can take 11 points of piercing damage, please.
Okay.
It's going to rake out at Harmony with one of its 3-fingered hand. It's going to miss with the first claw with an 8. And then try and hit you again with the second hand. Again a 9.
Oh!
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
These rolls, man.
Look at me.
Yeah. What can it do?
How's it doing this? Sorry, is it out of sequence? Or?
Oh, yeah, we missed you. Sorry. Carry on.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going
A
to attack them.
premonition of what will come.
Yeah.
How do you do it? Kill the
All
bastard.
right. So I'm going to I'm going to attack with a spear, two-handed. So that's going to be 21,
Yep.
and that's the 8 plus 3. Do these braces that I'm happening to wear have anything happening at all?
You've not had a chance to figure that out yet.
Okay.
You need to be a
Yes, you do.
So 9. No, that's 9 points of piercing damage, and then as a bonus action, I am going to make an unarmed strike.
Nice.
Don't monk shit.
It could still be advantage on it. So that's going to miss, I think. 5 and a 3 plus. So 10. 10 is not.
10's a miss. However, with the spear attack, how do you want to do it?
Louder!
I'm just going to go down through the top of his head. All the way. So it's like
As
reverse
you
impale.
see the tail lash towards you and the claws go towards Harmony, you impale him with the spear, just going in through the back of the neck, bursting out through the stomach region.
Ooh.
Black ichor sprays down all over your boots.
I'll clean up my problems. Right. I'm gonna.
Have your HP back.
Thank you very much.
I remember why I don't do this now. It's because of the blood.
Like, if he's sorted, I'll be right back. I'll dash into the other room.
No,
Yeah.
you don't.
Yeah.
Before I'm just going to leave the spear there, then Cloudy's back into that room with the bag.
It died, so I got 10
Oh
HP
no,
back.
Laz was going to
Oh,
the
I'm
other
going
room.
to the other room to go and grab the horn,
Yeah.
so that I'm not
And
leaving it
I'm
unattended.
basically opening up my
Get the old
backpack,
supermarket sweep and just have the lot.
doing a supermarket sweep of
Supermarket sweep.
however many I can get in there.
Yeah, well, is this the bag of holding?
No, it's just a backpack.
Just a normal backpack. So there's a book on there. There is a small dagger on there.
Yep,
There's a small statue
yep.
and what looks like a small pearl.
Small pearl. Okay.
Ooh,
They're the
interesting.
interesting things that you can fit into your bag.
Yeah,
The others look fairly big and
yeah.
unwieldy.
Bigger
What
than
what
that.
are the other things? I'll join him.
A dagger, a pearl, and what was his name?
A dagger,
book.
a pearl, a book,
A statue.
a statue.
Well, I suppose I've just gone to go and get that, but we'll probably all congregate in there. We
Yeah.
can take a moment to actually figure out what's
Yeah,
good.
we'll come back to you in a second. In
Oh
that
god,
pile.
the fucking stone guy's gonna butt touch me.
And then,
Um,
and then I'm going to go back to the carcass and try and get my spear out of it.
there is a large katana type blade which is taken up one of the shelves
Oh
by
no,
itself.
he's a weeb.
It's fucking weak. Disgusting. What else on the shelves?
It looks like a arm.
An arm?
Yes, it's a very muscular red arm.
Okay.
A muscular red arm. Sits on
What else?
the
Is there anything else that stands out?
Just small other trinkets which
His
just look like
Naruto manga collection.
Sword arm.
Good.
you're not quite sure what they are.
Yeah. There's nothing's been displayed as
No.
such. Whereas the arm and the katana are clearly being
The
displayed.
arm, the guitar, the items which were collected
They were
by
clearly
Cloudy,
being
they were
presented.
presented. That horn was definitely on a
Yeah.
plinth of some form.
Oh, sorry.
The katana, is it bigger than what someone of a medium size would wield?
No.
grab
looks
it.
like you could potentially
It's
grab it. You could wield it.
It's not unnaturally sized, is what I'm saying. It's of an appropriate size for me.
Probably like a Nodachi or something. I'm a weeb. I know these things.
Weebs. Well, I'll pinch that. So I've got 3 hands now. I'll dismiss my move, so I've got 3 hands. I'll grab hold of that. And the arm, it's a big creature.
Kind of tingles.
Good. The arm, what is that? Is it a human-sized arm? Is it a
Oh,
bestial
no,
arm?
it's a big arm.
Can I lift it by myself?
Certainly try it.
I'll attempt to see how. I'll just gauge the weight.
You lift it. It's heavy.
Okay. I will shout back down the echoing corridors to Lazarus. Bring that magical bag.
You had it.
Did I have it?
Yeah. It's
I
not
don't
in
know
my.
if anyone actually put it on their sheet.
No, I don't think I did.
I don't have it. I think he gave it to you.
Okay, if that is the case, then we'll recognise that I've had it.
I've been presuming all this time that Castiel has it anyway.
Okay. Then I will attempt to stuff the arm into the bag of heating and holding,
Okay.
which is effectively a bag of holding.
Takes a bit of effort, but you're able to wiggle it through.
Yeah, because we believe the bag's empty. Is the bag empty right now?
We haven't put anything in it yet, because this is the fresh one that we got from him in his cave.
No,
isn't
we got
it?
the burning
Scepter thing.
scepter.
Oh god, yeah, that from that skeleton.
Yeah.
It's alright. You open it, doesn't seem to be anything in
Yeah,
there.
they have a certain capacity eventually, but
Yeah, it takes a bit of effort to get it in. By the time Lazarus will be back in the room by the time.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got that, and then we'll. So yeah, it's a shout for the bag. I'll call you back anyway. Have you still got the horn
So we'll come
We're
cut
gonna
to
find out
you.
now.
to hear me shouting the horn?
You get back to the pile,
Get back to
still
the
intact.
pile.
Statue still standing there.
I will attempt to retrieve the horn from where I stashed it.
As you go to retrieve the horn, you notice just again, it's just a small glint. As you start rummaging through, you get a small tingly feeling on your little finger.
To what appears to be touching my hand.
Immediate glance, doesn't seem to be anything, but that's when you see the glint.
I'm going to continue to try and secure the horn.
Yep, you're
Then
able to
I'm-
retrieve the horn.
I will retrieve the horn and then I will investigate the thing glinting.
Looks like a small needle.
The needle.
Tingles as you pick it up.
I kind of like a cloak pin it into like the front of my clothes. So it's just like hanging.
Subtle.
So it's like hanging there, but well, you don't just fucking jam a needle in your pocket, you know.
No,
Like,
this is true.
no, I'll go one
Put it
better.
directly in your arm.
I'll use a
Piece of-
dagger to cut like a small section, a very small section of cloth off the bottom of my cloak. Now like fold the needle in it and then tuck that away in a pocket.
Yep.
Don't want these things stabbing you, falling out your bags. So yeah, I'll secure that in a little parcel of cloth, and I'll go back to these guys.
Okay. Lazarus comes back in the room.
Maybe we should put
We have
the horn
goodies.
in the back. In the bag.
We have goodies.
Oh, you think? Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, you think so? I think we should certainly put the horn in the bag.
Yes.
I think
Good
like
one.
that would be a good idea, innit? Like, who knows what this shit is, and like knowing how bags work, innit? Like, if that's in like a pocket dimension or some shit like
It
that,
is.
it's safer
It's a weird space.
away.
So when I was in communication with the dead guy, he said that he works for some other guy who is the collector, and this guy was just, protecting the stuff.
And we've just robbed all of his
So I
stuff.
think we need to
We should
get out
go.
of here swift.
So I'll pop it in the bag, get horn in that, dump it in the bag.
But I'm just saying that felt way too easy, innit?
Put the horn in the
Speak
bag.
Oh, I have.
And Castell, what the fuck was that? That really hurt, you miserable bastard.
Remember those skeletons we did
We did.
earlier?
We did.
They had that for like a minute.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Did you enjoy it just a little bit?
I've never slept inside it myself. I understand it's quite unpleasant.
I'm just saying, we should definitely cheese it now, yeah, like really actually cheese it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm carrying a katana because that's not going to go anywhere. Because that's not going to fit. Well, it might fit in the bag actually.
If it's in the back.
Yeah. I'm not used to having my holding.
We can't like.
I got some things as well. I got a book and a dagger and a statue and a pearl. We can sort that afterwards.
I'll be there with the bag like.
Do you want to put
Chuck
it
it
in
in.
the bag of holding, or do you
It'll be safe.
You sure?
It's up to you.
It's not guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed.
Nothing's guaranteed in this world.
I
But...
think I'll cling on to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, like we can't go out the way we came in
Why?
because we fucking came in through like a teleport thing into like a dead end, innit?
But now,
So we still
now
got to find our way out now.
But now we can.
he,
How?
that creature pursued us out of his room, but I'm not sure how far he would have been able to get.
Let's get out of this vicinity and then we'll ask.
Let's
Carry
traipse
on.
back towards the defender's room where you've been, because that was a defender, wasn't it? And it wasn't one of his creations.
Well,
It was a defender.
like that, like yeah,
Right.
the defending there's like one of like the boss's like friends.
That's one of
innit?
Kalanor's.
I'm gonna start moving because this is too slow.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's
Keep
go.
going.
But like, do we go like back to like this place where we were like, oh, it's a bit breezy. Maybe that's
There
like
was
the way
that
out.
breezy corridor, wasn't there? So that's.
And I knew it was like less bones in it.
Also, we could climb up out of the ceiling in that round.
Actually, yeah.
Well,
if we
we'll
go
return-
there, I can like squirrel my way up there and tell you if it's like a proper way out in it.
Return to the defender's room. We'll do it at the defender's room. Get it for ease. Catch a ref for a brief second after the. Right, so we've got what we came for. Plus extras. Now we need to leave. How do we get out?
How tall? How high is it from the ground to like the bit where the shaft of light's coming through in this room?
50 foot.
50 foot. So you guys can't really boost me in it. I'll have to like climb. Is it like in the middle of the roof and it domes in? Right. Okay.
Well, you said it would be difficult for Crowdy to get through.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't go. Maybe we should not go this way. I think we're too close to the other room.
Well, like.
We teleported. We teleported them. We could be anywhere. So while you guys are discussing, I will speak out loud. Kalanor, thank you for your hospitality. We've got what we came for. We would like to leave now. We teleported in. How do we teleport out?
We'll settle for walking.
Yeah.
Perhaps I'm closer.
We have to what? Sorry.
Closer to you, a place.
My areas.
I'm glad you left all those marks on the walls. We need to retrace our footsteps.
You cannot get back that way.
Okay. Where should we head to get closer to you? We are back at your defender.
I can come to you if you wish.
Well,
Look, everyone's looking.
if we have to see him, we might as well. He's saying that the only way we can leave is by coming to him, then we might as well get it over with.
He has kept up his end of the deal so far. Yes, of course, we will wait under the protection of your defender.
I shall be there shortly.
Yep. So I'll just hurry up and wait.
We'll
Just chill out. We just robbed the guy blind, but fuck it, we'll just hang out.
We haven't robbed Karen behind.
Someone.
Yes, but there's still time.
No. That who we robbed is somebody else.
Yeah, no, I know.
That
But there's still time for us to
Right.
also rob Callan.
that demony like devil bloke innit? Like,
Cloudy's like,
he was like speaking his language. Like what was he?
I don't know, I've never seen anything like him. In fact, it was quite dark in there because I would, at first I was like, oh, it's a little devil man, and then
So-
I saw him in the light, and I was like, holy
But like
shit!
you speak his language innit? Like how surely you've like got some idea about like what he is.
He was speaking Infernal, which is a language commonly used by devils.
So he's like some form of devil.
Well, I speak Infernal. Am I a devil?
No, but like you fucking learned it somewhere innit? But like he only spoke in.
I don't know
'Cause
about that.
you asked him if he spoke common innit? You
Yeah.
said, and he said no.
But I didn't know whether he was telling the truth about that.
I think if he heard what the rest of us was saying, like that shit would have started off sooner innit? And he wouldn't have like humoured you for quite so long.
But he could
I
have
thought
been
your
trapped
song was
there.
great, by the way.
He could have been
So-
trapped there for any more to entertain himself.
Cloudy's, I'm gonna. Sorry, Cloudy's gonna find a fairly uncluttered bit of the wall and sit down and try and rest for a bit.
Okay.
Begin short rest.
Yeah. Don't know whether I'll have time, but we'll see.
We call this the Malawi maneuver.
Yeah, Archie's always. I'll begin a short rest.
So yeah, we will wait for a while, presuming that this guy's going to show up.
You are looking at anything else? You want to do anything else? Or are you just going to sit there and wait?
Don't want to push our luck too hard by rummaging.
Yeah, because we've taken a whole bunch of stuff.
It's like what
We
else
don't
in
know
there
you've taken
waiting
we
for
don't
us?
know you've taken the little pin.
No.
Yeah, if these guys weren't around, I'd absolutely be picking up all the silver and gold coins. But because they're there, I can't. I've got pride.
That's what's stopping me as well. I'm like,
So let's get this straight.
Yeah, I'm
We go
so
all the
poor,
way
I'd be
into
like,
a horrific dungeon, the whole point of which is to gather treasure and
I'm
magical
all too
items.
proud.
And then when we're in a
Apart from
literal treasure hunt.
Opportune moments.
Well,
No, I'm not going to take it because you're not going
the
to.
worst thing
Also,
is,
you got shot in the
I'm
neck.
also not wanting to take stuff while you guys are watching because you're always so awful to me every time I take the 5-finger
You
discount.
disciplined the child.
you know what? If we're there for a while, which we probably are,
Half an hour passes and there's still no sign of him.
out of curiosity, I will wander out. I will look through the piles to see what catches my eye.
Okay.
Nothing. I'm not going to take anything.
Which pile do you want to get to?
There's 3 piles, yeah.
So bad.
Yes.
I'm moving this up to chance because I don't know. So you number them.
There's
I
one
literally
pile which
thought
has
it was
been.
somebody. I'm waiting
demolished.
in this room while you guys went off.
It's not a pile anymore. It
I'm
just looks
hoping
like
that
scattered
you'll
stuff
go.
now.
And then I would
Okay, so there's 2 more piles that I haven't touched.
2 more piles
You
that you're
would be
untouched.
cool.
You number them 1 to 3 and 4 to 6 in your head. Whichever one was number 2 or 1 to 3, I'll have a look for that one.
You walk up past Cloudy.
Roll a 3.
This one seems to be full of chocolate. There's a lot of broken armour in this one.
So it would have been 6 though, yes.
There's a lot of gold and silver and copper.
I won't gather it all, but I take a handful of gold. Not
Okay.
to push my luck, I just get a handful.
18 pieces of gold.
And then I will do the same on the other pile. I'll go and have a look at that one.
Okay.
You've been discreet about this.
In case of while we're waiting, I'll be walking around pacing, and I just won't be able to resist, be like,
You see him just going
yeah, go on.
and just picks up.
So
It's not obsessively collecting all of it, it's just going, oh, why not? And the other pile,
that was your chance, Harvey.
Hello.
it's almost 10.
You see him doing it, you think,
Okay. This one seems to be more of a pile of weapons with gauntlets in there. There is one sword which stands out because it's clean compared to the others.
Can I freely remove it without destroying the, without knocking the pot out of a massive?
So you'll need to move a couple of bits, but
I'm thinking like it's not going to house with cards in all kind of something. Go on then. Go on then.
tingles as you pick it up and you take it. You definitely see this because there's no way of hiding a short sword as you take it out of the bag.
That's a short sword.
It's a short sword.
It is.
Oh.
To the bag. Very blatantly. And when you guys notice, I tried. Literally, I tried.
Well, like, if it's like that, I'm gonna start just picking up any fucking coins and shit on the floor. I'm not even gonna be searching for anything in particular. It's just like anything valuable, money, gold.
Okay.
And I'll go to another pile and begin.
Now you broke the seal.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's
I'll
okay
start
now.
Daddy
picking up
approves.
coins. Gold and platinum first, if there's any, and then
There's no platinum, but there's a lot of gold.
Okay. Well, I'm
Just gonna
I'm
start
getting him.
squiddling up as much as we can.
Okay. One of you will find a pair of gloves which tingle.
You can have them.
Probably, I was gonna say probably you, because I found the fucking needle and ring the other bit.
Okay.
So
So-
you go for gloves.
I found some gloves. Alright,
Okay.
I'll keep those on me.
Add the short sword to the list as well, as long as you got that.
Oh man, I hope they're the fucking gloves of like Drain Touch. 'Cause Drain Touch gloves are fucking good jokes.
That, or they're going to be like the worst magical items ever. It's like the completely useless items. Magical, but useless.
How long are you going to spend picking up coins?
We're just waiting for this
Until-
asshole
until
to
he
come in.
Eleanor arrives. Now that
Okay.
we've started, we're going to be
He
covered in
did
cocaine.
say we could take what we wanted.
671 gold is picked up in the time it takes for
Between us.
between whoever's picking the gold up. An hour will pass, so you will have your short rest. If you wish, you can attune to your magical items, still not knowing what they are.
Well, I'll attune to the bracelets.
Yes. Cool.
Everything else I've stuffed in the bag, so I'm not going to touch it until then.
Yeah, I'm not fucking around
Everything,
with
everything I've got is in the bag.
And mine are all in my pockets.
Yeah, so 689 gold, you'll be able to pick up
So
50 silver each. Because you're going for the more expensive
Between
ones.
the two of us.
Yeah, concentrate more on the gold, but there's silver that you pick up in the piles as well.
So 689 divided by 4, what Brother Trust Me doesn't know, doesn't hurt him, is 172 and a quarter. So
172 gold pieces each.
Yeah.
Someone gets
I'll keep the
One
extra.
Yeah.
And then 25 silver pieces each.
25.
Well,
Yeah, it's
we
50
picked up
between-
50 each.
50 each.
Oh, 50 each.
If we're splitting it.
Yeah.
How much was that divvied up between all of us? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how much was that?
So 172 gold each.
Wow.
And 25 silver each.
Yeah, the 18 I got, I just pocketed it. I'm sorry. It just got pocketed.
I would have pocketed
How much silver? 25.
Yeah,
If you're
we
going
were
first.
all in
How
the
much?
same room.
Well, I say, oh, if you're pocketing stuff, it's like my maths was based on it will look like us pooling that
No,
amount.
I
so
said
if
I
we're pocketing
would
stuff
have
separately.
if this was not the situation.
Oh yeah, there's no witnesses. There's no witnesses, but I've already forgotten what number I said. It's 172.
We need to find a wizard that can identify.
I can identify.
You're going to be busy.
Yeah, I can identify. I just earlier on I got asked to identify something and he won't ask me now because I told everyone what it was. Because he took something, he was like, oh, could you have a look at this secretly? And then I was like, everybody, Lazarus.
You didn't tell me what it was. You just ratted me out.
Yeah.
And was like, I'll do it later.
Okay. A tall, pale creature floats through this entrance, just hovering slightly above the floor. Hood is raised.
Get their attention as soon as he enters.
Cloudy stands up.
Please stand up. Me too.
Lazarus, pay attention.
So it's just Campbell.
It's Cat and Gold. Stop.
Gold.
Good afternoon.
Is you like Kalinor?
As we finally met, thank you for your hospitality. And Castiel, Harmony, Lazarus, Cloudy.
We'd like be much obliged if you would be like so gracious as to like show us the way out in it.
You'll need to follow me.
Ooh, it's giving me the creeps.
I don't know how much it matters, but there was a resident here in the room you sent us to. They are no more. What was their name, Harmony?
Ishmael.
Yeah. Well,
Ismail?
I'm not really sure. It would.
Ishmael or Ismail, something like that.
Some
Isaac.
devilish green creature.
Irene.
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 Don't take away my horn, Irene.
Thank you.
We tried to strike a bargain. It went a different way.
These kind are tricky to deal with.
It was mean.
They are very mean. Cloudy.
But we'll certainly follow you if you can show us the way out, and we'll be happy to put you in contact with our friends out of here that also do not enjoy the company of Illithids. Further proof of which I can attest that as a level of trust, we definitely do not like Illithids, and I will open up my jacket and coat and show the big ass scars. Illithids did this. They can all rot. Let me wrap myself back up. We're ready to go. Please, FD.
It is a long way. Do you require sustenance?
I'm sure we'll manage in it.
We can snack and maintain ourselves on the way. Don't worry. We have provisions.
I shall warn you, I do not control everything. Ismail was certainly not one of mine. But his body will be put to good use.
And we'll just, get our shit together and
Get ready to follow.
yeah.
And hope he doesn't lead us through too many shitholes full of things that want to kill us.
Yeah, that was definitely a really creepy thing to say.
That, as I said, this is definitely, he's going to take us via all the things that he doesn't
Please kill
want
this
to.
for me. Please kill this for me.
Yeah, and oh no, you died. Oh,
That's such a
cycling.
shame.
Went by the long route.
Turns on the spot, starts floating back down corridor. I think that's going to be a good place to leave it for tonight.
Okay, that was very
Thank
cool.
you very much.
Thank you.
Do you want your XP?